everybody? Welcome to the Dusty Smith Show. I'm your host, handsome, humble Dusty Smith, and this is episode 12 of the greatest show on earth. Thank you for fucking joining me tonight. We have a good one for you. Got a monster of a show. We missed the Friday show. If you guys watched my debate with Xander Hall, you guys heard this already, but my girlfriend Kelsey, who's basically like my wife, she's been, with me forever. She sits 2 feet from me 24 hours a day, so basically she's like a part of me. Well, she was hospitalized about 3 weeks ago. I hadn't talked about this yet because I didn't really have permission to talk about it, but I got permission to talk about it now. She had a grand mal seizure and fell and got a serious head and brain injury. And so my last 3 weeks have been real fucking shitty. I wasn't able to see her because of COVID. So hadn't been really handling that very well, but she's back now. So I'm in a better mood, and she came back Friday. So that's why I skipped the show Friday. Wanted to spend some time with her because I hadn't seen her in quite a while. And I got a new microphone. Look at this shit. You touch it. Touch it again, it comes on. It's all light up and everything. So upgrade. Fuck yeah. And I have a good show for you guys tonight. Let me go ahead and go over and tell these people that the show is on. Show is on, motherfuckers. Let's do this bullshit right now. Yeah. Awesome. All right. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. All right. So how's everybody doing now? We got all this shit covered out. We'll see if we get all the way through it. We're going to talk about the million MAGA march, which was like 10,000 people. But, that's basically 1 million to Trump supporters. They don't know any better. Math is hard. And got a big Chud Watch section. Got a big religious bullshit section. We're going to do I got like a 20-minute video of nothing but prophets, quote-unquote Christian prophets, predicting that Trump is going to win the election. Of course, this was before the election, which is fucking hilarious. Their God let them out to dry, and it's awesome. We're going to cover that. But as always, you guys want to support the show, please consider supporting me on Patreon. Patreon.com/Codcast. Link in the description of the video. We're at $1,422. So if you like the show, please consider supporting it. $1 or $2 a month, whatever you can afford. It all adds up, right? And also, Super Chats. Lifeblood of the show. I read all the Super Chats. Don't dodge any of your questions. And Asher Scott, $3, said, hope you're doing well. We missed you. Hey, I missed you guys. Love you guys. Thanks for supporting the show. And Ann asked me, what's up, Ann? You weren't the first, but you're still the best. Good to have you back, Dusty. It's good to be back, Ann. Good to see you. And Hooded Crickets became a member of the Dust Buddies. Hell yeah. If you want to become a member of the Dust Buddies, you get custom emojicons you can spam the chat with. It's $2.99 a month. So if you want to support the show that way, become a Dust Buddy. It's an elite group of the most awesome people on earth. And Beast Nation, $5. Chris Tucker would say, you got knocked the fuck out, man. Serious. That's what dude gets trying to roll up on Debo on the wrong people. Yeah, he fucked around and found out. We're going to cover that. Top of the show. Beast Nation does $5. The more those fascists scream BLM Antifa in these fights or riots, the less I believe them. Hell yeah. They sure are freaking out about it. They sure do hate anti-fascists, making me think, hey, maybe you're a fascist? I don't know. Remember Captain America? He was an anti-fascist. Remember Indiana Jones? Also anti-fascist. All the greatest heroes of all my life have been anti-fascist. But now they're bad for some reason, I guess, right? And Numeric, $5 Xana Convo. You won, but I do slightly agree that you seemed a bit jealous and that being a tad more practical works better at convincing people. All right, cool. I don't know what I'm jealous of, but I guess I will look internally into myself and see if that's true somehow. I don't know. Empress of the known universe, $5 Canadian. Thank you, Empress. Appreciate that. And Joseph Levine, $10. It's been a tough year. My infant caught COVID. Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry, Joseph. We've had a plethora of medical issues between my wife and child. My employer has been insensitive to everything. Your show brightens my work week. Well, I'm glad I can do what I can, man. Hang in there. We're all in this together. Max Carter, $9.99. Glad she's back home. Looking forward to the show. Hell yeah, me too. Happy as shit, happy as shit. All right, let me check the chat, see what you guys got to say. Gonna be a long show tonight, I think. We'll see what the fuck happens. Got a lot to cover. Million Beta March Beta. Yep. Don't you watch the news? Sometimes. ACAP only got like one Bad Cops video. We're gonna play that later in the show. Dusty, it was cool to see you do surprisingly well in the Xander Hall debate. I don't know why everybody's surprised. Like, I'm not bad at debating. I don't like to do it because I don't get joy out of it. I find it too stressful and I don't think it solves much, but I have a history of doing okay at debates, so Like, I don't know. We're going to cover that at the top of the hour, though. Top of the show. Do you think USA is in for Civil War II? I hope not. I don't think it's going to happen. Like, I guess if Trump stole the election somehow, which I don't see any way he could legitimately do it, or illegitimately do it. I don't see any way it's going to work out. Maybe, but I don't see it happen, so it's all going to be good. I'm not really worried about it. I love you having your show as company in Deep Caves, a Deep Rock Galactic. Is that a video game? Hell yeah, this is the greatest show to listen to when you're playing video games. What's up, Lonnie Clark? How you doing? Hey, Dusty. Hey, Michael Sterno. How you doing tonight? All right. Read the rest of the super chats. We'll come back. Go ahead and jump into this fucking show. All right, we're going to cover the top of the show. We're going to cover the debate with Xander Hall I did Friday. I don't know if you guys saw this shit. So, last week and a half ago, I guess it's been now, I got fucking hammered out of my goddamn brain because I was so depressed that Kelsey was, in the hospital. I hadn't seen her for 3 weeks. And so, I was in pain and hurt and just fucking lashing out at everybody. And I guess I ended up getting into a spat on Twitter with Xander Hall, who I guess used to be Pig Puncher. He's like Volsh's boy. Like, he's like one of Volsh's main dudes that Volsh supports and promotes and shit. And he wanted to debate me about Shoe on Head. So we had a debate about Shoe on Head on Friday. And somebody made this video. I guess I'd show you guys. The biggest problem I had about the whole thing was that he made a promotion video about it. And in the promotion video, he told his audience, it's been seen like, I don't know, 20,000 times now or something like that. He told his audience that I made $1 million by stealing content from sex workers. And I'm the biggest fucking scum in the goddamn universe or the world or something for doing that, which is 100% false. That's a lie. In fact, the truth is the exact opposite of that. I actually helped employ and pay thousands and thousands of sex workers over the years working in porn. So, somebody made this video called Xander Hall Speedruns Getting Owned about the debate, and I thought I'd just show it to you guys, so why not? This is basically how it went.
No doubt I will probably do very well. I have a lot of evidence from my side of things that I think is going to be very, very fun to bring up, given to me by a friend of mine. And seeing all the evidence from behind the scenes over the last, the few hours since I've started getting this evidence has been very enlightening. I've started to see a lot more things coming out over time. That I have a bunch of other evidence about how he's like a grifter and all that. That I have a bunch of other evidence.
Yeah, no problem. I do want to talk to you. Hopefully we can start out talking about that video you made about me a couple of days ago.
Yeah, sure.
You started it out and I think it was completely fair starting it out shitting on me for drunkenly talking trash about you. That was totally fair. But then you accused me of being the worst fucking scum in the world because I stole from sex workers and made $1 million off of it. And
yeah, so people,
literally the opposite of the truth. So
people on Twitter were sending me clips of you talking about how you'd essentially managed to monetize. You made like a website or something where you managed to monetize through ad revenue, paid pornography that was behind a paywall. You managed to re-upload it with ads and you got really rich off of it, and you talked about how you spent your money very
So what he's talking about is I was an affiliate for companies like Brazzers, who because you're an advertiser of them, they allow you to embed their videos in your website because it gives them free advertising, and there's like a link in every video, and if somebody clicks on it, it goes to their website, and they sign up. You make like a percentage of the fee that they get for the pay site and stuff. It's like 100% legal. It actually pays all the sex workers and everything. It has nothing to do with stealing anything whatsoever. And I wrote a book talking about this that explains this. So he's just lying about me. So yeah, not amazing.
Frivolously, and you were rich back in the day? Didn't happen?
Not what I said at all. I actually wrote a book on this called The Adult Autopilot. It's been freely available in the public domain for 6 years. It explains exactly how I made my money, and it's exactly the opposite of what you said. I actually made most of my money through my pay sites, which had all licensed material. And also I worked as an affiliate for sites like Brazzers and stuff, which was all completely legal. So my work over the years in porn sites, I actually paid sex workers, thousands of sex workers. I helped employ them and pay them. So it was literally the exact opposite of what you said. So, like, I hope after this conversation, you might take that video down because he didn't take the video down. The video is still up. He did unlist the debate, which apparently he says that he unlists all the video on demands because he doesn't want to clog up his thing. But it appears to me that when he does well in a debate, he edits it and uploads it separately because he had a debate with somebody else that same day that he had a debate with me, and it's edited and uploaded separately, but mine's not for some reason. I don't know why that might be, but that's really not that cool, to be honest with you.
I mean, yeah, if it's not true, I'm not very strong on like the belief that you stole from sex workers, because do you want to know what Cult of Dusty did that involved porn? What Cult of Dusty did was he stole monetized porn from sex workers back in the day, uploaded it to his own website, and then monetized it. He stole the labor and profited off of the stolen labor of sex workers and made money off of it. He literally was stealing the labor of sex workers, and that's how he got famous. Just stealing their fucking monetized shit and then uploading it and making money off of that. Scum of the earth, worst shit in the world. I don't know all that much about it. All I know is what people have sent me.
You made a video that said I did, and then you called me the worst fucking scum ever over it. So you seem pretty confident, and you know, and
yeah, I mean, if people are sending me video clips and screenshots saying
say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Content from sex workers, then that's kind of a shitty thing to do. But if you didn't do it, then I'll walk that back.
That would have been a shitty thing. You could have just asked me, though. You could have asked me, but still wait for him to remove that video. We'll see. It doesn't really make you look that good, to be honest with you, to keep that video up when you know it's a lie. Especially since you also preach platform responsibility, and it's not very responsible with your platform. So anyway, we had this debate, and like, I don't even like to debate because I don't get much joy out of it. I get nervous and I find it stressful and everything. And I just wanted to have a conversation. And I figured how it would go was like it goes with most debates, where his fans would think he won, my fans would think that I won, and regardless of who actually won, it doesn't really matter. But that's actually not what happened at all. 99% of the comments on his video told him that I won. Almost all of them told him that I won, which I didn't expect to see. They told him that he got embarrassed and he did very poorly, which he did. But I'm not saying there's any shady shit going on here. I have no idea. There's probably some kind of benign reason for this I just don't know about. But this video had over 700 comments last night before I went to bed. And then I woke up and it had 300 comments, and now it has 212 comments. So 2/3 of the comments have disappeared. Over 500 comments have disappeared off this video over the last 24 hours. It's possible, like, I don't know. I've never had anything like this happen to me on my videos, but is it possible that YouTube marked 2/3 of the messages as spam and rude? I don't know. But, like, most of these messages, none of these messages that I saw were spam. There were some that had like 30 comments and they're gone. And so I don't know what happened. I'm hoping that there's, some kind of explanation for this that I'm not seeing. But anyway, it seems everybody thought he lost pretty badly because he didn't really listen to what I was saying or make good arguments. But if you want to see that video, it's still up on his site, but it's not listed, so you have to go down to the video on demand section, which is I don't even know where the fuck that is. There's some section for video demand on his site. Oh, here it is, I guess. There we go. Live streams, view all, and it's over here. So you can't find it, like I said, it's not listed. But the video where he claimed that I stole from sex workers, though, that's still listed, 26,000 views, and that's still up. So that's cool, I guess. Really, it's not cool at all, dude. But anyway, this experience didn't make me think better of BreadTube, to be honest with you. Pretty much everything I thought about them was just backed up by this experience, and wasn't very pleased. Basically, it's like this: you can't sit with us. It's just fucking clicks, like it's always been. It's just clicks, and I'm not involved in it, so I'm on the outside looking in, and I guess that's the way I prefer anyway. So. Did you guys see that debate? What did you think about it? Let me know. Let's see what the chat has to say. It's in his streams VOD. Yes, it is. It is in his streams VOD. I pointed that out. Comment scrubbing. I don't know. I don't know what happened to the comments. I have no idea. I'm not going to make any speculation. All I do, I just noticed that their 500 comments are gone. I don't know what the hell happened to it. Dusty is Vosh's daddy. I don't know. I don't know who his mom is, so I guess it's possible. I'm old enough to be his daddy. That's for sure. The editing is annoying. Womp womp. What's this weasel's name? Xanderhall, I guess. He used to be Pig Puncher. I guess he goes by Xanderhall now. Xanderhall seems very dishonest. I mean, yeah, he kind of seemed dishonest to me. I don't know. Like, it wasn't a very good experience for me. Let's just say that. I didn't walk away having a very good opinion of any of that shit, to be honest with you. So, what you gonna do? Is Vosh the same as Roosh V? No. Roosh, I believe, is the guy that used to be the pickup artist and is now a Christian. Totally different. Did Xana list the video of the debate? Yes, but he says that he unlist all of the video on demand, and I guess he does. But like I said, it seems like when he does well in a debate, he edits it and uploads it separately, but he didn't do that with my debate because for whatever reason, I won't try to read his mind, but I can guess. One glad the love of your life is back with you, Dusty. All right. With the word count, yep. I mean, it's fine. There's still a lot of like rehabilitation that's been done. Like it was some major injuries that happened, but at least she's home, so I'm excited about that. Have you talked with Zen after? No. Well, I did message him and asked him if he would remove that video about me, and he said that he would either remove it or he would put like a note on there saying that it wasn't true or something, but I haven't seen any note put on there and hasn't been removed, so he didn't do that, I guess. Xander does have a clip called Dusty Goes Unhinged on Shoe and Head Debate. Yes, he does. He has a clip where he basically did a advertisement for it, and he lies about me and says I stole money from sex workers. So, have you heard of Vegan Gains? Yes, I've heard of Vegan Gains. Seen some of his videos. Okay. Vosh is a different league than Zenithal, though, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm sure he is. All right. Glad you have Kelsey. Are both doing better? Yeah, me too. Me too. Me too. All right. Let's go ahead and start the show. Get that shit out of the way. Debate. I did a debate, but I didn't enjoy it, so I probably won't do it anymore. I just got to not get drunk. And if I do get drunk, which I'm not gonna, just keep my fucking mouth shut, because it just leads to trouble. So now we're gonna cover the Million MAGA March. Hell yeah! So Baghdad Barbie, also known as Kayleigh McKenna, who was the White House press secretary, got a little bit of trouble for this tweet. Amazing! More than 1 million marchers for President real Donald Trump descend on the swamp in support. So apparently they had this Million MAGA march in Washington, D.C. of all these people that want to overthrow the election and install a dictator. Or as you may know it, fascism. That's what they want. Fascism. Fascists wanted fascism. So, but there was not a million people there. It was like 10,000 maybe. And she was using pictures that were like, here's the original picture. And here's the Photoshop picture that she used. So yeah, it's just all propaganda all the time by the Trump administration. Exactly what you would expect. Just liars, the most dishonest people on earth. That's who's running us right now. And Donald Trump basically telling the cops to go out there and beat Antifa. He's like, the radical left, Antifa scum, was easily rebuffed today by the big DC MAGA rally crowd, only to return at night, after 99% of the crowd had left to assault elderly people and families. Yeah, I didn't see that happening. Police got there, but late. Mayor is not doing her job. Antifa scum. Yeah, anti-fascist. They're the scum, aren't they? Not the fascist. Ran for the hills today when they tried attacking the people at the Trump rally because those people aggressively fought back. Antifa waited until tonight when 99% were gone to attack innocent MAGA people. DC police, get going. Do your job and don't hold back. Yeah, don't hold back, cops. Just go out there and indiscriminately beat and torture people. You know, do what you do. Why wouldn't our president be calling for violence on protesters? Par for the course, am I right? And so then the Proud Boys, fucking spiked, got no credibility. They're like, no, the Proud Boys are not white supremacists. Yeah, they are. The Proud Boys are now having a civil war amongst themselves. Civil war brewing inside Proud Boys as top leader says he's done pretending he isn't a Nazi. Exactly. They ain't even trying to hide it anymore. Multiple masks are off. First of all, they didn't put their fucking COVID mask on to begin with, so that mask was always off. But yeah, Proud Boys converging on DC for Million MAGA March protesting election. Yep, Proud Boys were there en masse to protest the fucking election, because why would you not protest if you got beat? And smallest dick energy you've ever fucking seen. Look at these fucking losers, goddammit.
Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa! Fuck Antifa!
So the Gravy Seals are out en masse doing what they do with their doughy white asses. Racist fuckers. And speaking of racist fuckers, this is what I was talking about before. The Proud Boys were and are a racist fascist street gang. And I'm sure everyone who denied that will learn their lesson moving forward. No, they won't. Civil War by Proud Boys boot. Its top leader says he's done pretending to be a Nazi, and here's what he had to say. Due to the recent failure of Proud Boys chairman Enrique Tarrio to conduct himself with honor and courage on the battlefield, he's like this Afro-Cuban, I think that's what he is. That's who they installed as their leader, because they were, I guess, shamed and worried that they were being called racist. So they hired, or they put a minority as their leader in order to pretend they're not racist, but they're racist. Everybody saw fucking through that. It has been decided that I, Kyle Chapman, base stickman, I think that's what he calls himself, reassume my post as president of the Proud Boys effective immediately, Chapman wrote. We will no longer cuck to the left by appointing token Negroes as our leaders. We will no longer allow homosexuals or other undesirables into our ranks. We will confront Zionist criminals, Jews, read Jews, that's what he's talking about, it's the Jews, who wish to destroy our civilization. He also made clear that he believed talk of defending Western civilization was really just a racist dog whistle all alone. We recognize that the West was built by the white race alone, and we owe nothing to any other race. Yeah, they're not racist, are they, folks? Nope. And so here they are. Here's this terrorist organization, this white supremacist terrorist organization, just walking around beating up journalists, because why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you be a fascist organization that just walks around and punches and beats up journalists? Yeah, they're not terrorists, are they, folks?
The media sucks! The media sucks! The media sucks! The media sucks!
Yeah, let me just beat up this. Hey, is that the same guy that got knocked out later? I don't know. It's hard to tell. Maybe not. It's a white-haired guy, and they all wear the same uniform. The company that makes this shirt stopped making it because they don't want to be associated with the Proud Boys anymore. But yeah, just watch you just walk up, just punch this media's people in the face.
Media sucks!
Yeah, big tough guys. Look at them. Get the fuck out of here, media! Why are you hitting me? Because they're fascist. And you're the free media. And that's what fascists do. And here's Fat Katana. Look at this fat girl. Fat Katana. Mwah. Can't even get on the bed anymore because you're so fat, Katana. Look at that belly. Look at that fucking belly. Look how fat you've gotten. I love it, though. You were so skinny and everybody helped pay for you to go to the vet. Now you're fat again and Daddy loves you. Mwah. You guys are heroes. Anyway, back to the fascist Proud Boys. Not amazing human beings, are they? And, next up, here they just running up on protesters and knocking them down and shit, right? Here's the people that Donald Trump is giving shout-outs to, folks. Chasing people down, knocking them out. Now watch. This guy's huge. Big guy. Just running down, beating up this smaller person. I guess this is a man he's beating up. I don't know if it's a woman or not. But look, knocking them down, slapping them around because they're bullies. They're fucking cowardly pieces of shit bullies. Like high school bullies that grow up and this is what they grow into. But, you know you got to be an asshole to make me root for the cops. Because I'm actually rooting for the cops in this. The cops totally bitch them out.
Get out of here, you fag!
Get out of here, you fag! Yeah, on the ground. On the ground, motherfucker. Now. Tase him! Break out the mace!
You know who that little girl was? Back up, let's move. Come on, I think you can get your shot from back here. Let's go. Give us space, move. Give us space. We're not the problem, you know that.
You said, we're not the problem. You know that. Yeah, you are, motherfuckers. You're fucking a terrorist white supremacist organization. Yeah, the cops may like you. The cops may be on your side. But that's because they're also a terrorist white supremacist organization.
So that guy was just attacked by a paintball gun by that man. He was attacked by that man that you're cuffing right there. You're cuffing the wrong individual. That's how they fuck.
Gotta search him for weapons and shit. So yeah, big, tough, strong man. Just pathetic. Most pathetic fucking human beings on the goddamn planet. And here's more of them. If you ain't got enough, here's another white specimen. Here's the master race for you folks. Goddamn Trump supporters.
If he had behaved from the get-go and not tried to pass false money, he'd still be alive today. It's not that hard to behave. It can't be that hard to behave.
Somebody George Floyd.
You do not
obey the law, and you will be alive. It's not that hard.
It's not that hard.
No, it's not that hard.
So you're
Behave and
okay
stay
with
alive.
Derek Chauvin's knee for 8 minutes and 46 seconds?
They should have done it fucking longer.
Huh?
They should have done it longer.
Yeah.
Do you need more? They
If
should
you
have
want
done
to
it
give,
longer.
I don't know.
Yeah, should have nailed his throat longer. The fucking cops are the judge, jury, and executioner. They should just kill whoever the fuck they want. I don't know. Let's find out who this person is and see if his employers like his attitude. Here's another video of him.
Fuck all you faggots. Yeah. All you fucking faggots. Fuck all y'all. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Master race. Master race. You know this guy just dreams of... Nah, I shouldn't say that. I think the cliche of homophobes being gay, I think that's kind of played out, so I guess I won't repeat that shit. But and here's another example. This woman literally running for her life from these Proud Boy motherfuckers, and the cops are chasing the guy who's chasing her and finally gets him, and then she gets away. And then the other Proud Boys and MAGA shitheads start punching her in the face and stuff because, you know, why wouldn't they, right?
Back up, Tommy! Back up, fuck up! Back up! I'm
Ah, fucking pepper spray.
Here's it, beating up a woman. Yeah, beating her down. And the cops come over there trying to pull him off.
Let him go. Let him go. Hey, stop.
I guess it's a woman. That's what it said.
Fucking commie. Fuck yourself.
It might be a dude. I don't know. But then gets away, and then the rest of them get him and start punching him. Yeah, because they're violent thugs, right? Fucking commie! We have the right to beat you up because you're a commie! That's what fascists do. Fascists gotta fash, right? And next up... Wish I was this good at taking photos. You can actually taste the corona, folks. This makes me feel nasty. Like I'm gonna get corona through my fucking screen. But yeah, there's your typical Trump supporter. Mask down around his fucking doughy ass chin. His 3 chins. Spittle coming out of his face. Another fucking super spreader event from the Trump section. And this is kind of beautiful, though, folks. I actually do love to see this. And I think TJ is right on here with his description. When the monster turns on Dr. Frankenstein, now all these motherfuckers hate Fox News. This is what you've built, Fox News. This is the monster you've built, and now it's coming after you. Because you dared tell the truth about Biden winning the election. Now they hate you for it. Music to my ears. Bathe in what you have created, Fox News. They're trying to weasel out of it too, Fox News is, but you're not going to be able to. And they've all left their mask at home. Not just figuratively, but proudly spewing hatred in the open. This is at Million MAGA March, and first person on Bullhorn is a Nazi, because of course they are.
I didn't say I'm against Elton John. I said I'm against homosexuality. That is the sin. I am against homosexuality.
They're really worried about the gays, folks. The gays is the problem. They're real concerned about where you put your penis. Like it has any fucking effect in their life whatsoever.
I love Jesus too, which is why I'm against homosexuality. Look, I believe in an America that stands for Christian values. If we do not stand for that, we will lose this nation. This nation was built on the church, and it will be destroyed by the church if we do not restore its value. We should not have Black Lives Matter signs on a church. We should not have an Israeli flag inside of a church. Why? Because the Jews do not believe in Christianity. They hate Christ. They said it inside the Talmud. They see Christ as burning in excrement in hell. But this does not mean we have to hate them for that reason only.
It's the Jews, the gays and the Jews. They're fucking everything up in this country, folks. Gotta have a boogeyman, same boogeyman as they've always had. Now they're adding transgender people. Now that's the new boogeyman. They gotta add that to the list. But here's one. I was out there for a couple hours today, and I didn't see any serious violence, but there were some scuffles. Look at these tough men stood on the side from this old lady and harassing her. Yeah. Are we the baddies? Yeah, dude, you're the baddies.
Because you're putting
You're starting everybody. You is starting my name.
Oh, don't run to your little bitch. They whacked you.
Back up off that old lady, dipshit.
Bitches. Hey, stop, bitches. What are you, a retard? Oh, why don't you go put a dress on, you friggin' moron? Biden's for China. Biden's for socialism. Go to Venezuela. Don't put it in my face. Don't put it in my face. Hey.
These fucking snowflakes, goddammit. Just cannot stand the fact that you lost, so you're trying to overturn a democratic election and install a dictator. Because that's what fascists do, right? And here they are chanting, "We want Trump!"
We want Trump! We want Trump! We want Trump! We want Trump!
We want Trump. We want Trump. USA! 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 USA!
It's like a wrestling match for these people. You guys can have Trump, just not as president, because he fucking lost. That's how elections work. Deal with it. Cope harder, motherfuckers. Seriously. And next up, yeah, more Proud Boys.
We still have it in the U.S. All the way. Right? USA all the way.
Why you mad at us? We got here. You know what? And listen, you don't like bubbles? We don't want people to die.
Let me just assault you.
Get that fucking camera out of my fucking face.
Now, okay, why does he have his belly hanging out? Dude, fucking put your shirt down. I want to see your fat gut. What is the problem? You're not representing the USA very well. Now he's got to assault this person because they're filming him. And, it's the USA. You can't film me.
Get that fucking camera out of my fucking face, bitch.
Assault.
Get that fucking camera out of my face. Nobody's phone's on the phone.
So let's find out who this person is. I wonder what their bosses think about this, if they're employed. Don't know. Name and shame. And next up, more MAGA chuds. And yep, we will not go down without a fight. Listen to this scary bullshit. Trying to incite civil war and bloodshed.
We are not deep state agents. We are Americans. And right now, it's your time, America. It's your time to rise. Whether Donald Trump wins or not, it's your time to rise. Because we will not go down without a fight. We will not go down without bloodshed. I don't care. I don't care. The media can take what I say and say that I'm violent. I don't care.
It's not the media saying that. You're literally saying it. You're literally calling for bloodshed. All right? The media has nothing to do with this.
Antifa and Black Lives Matter brought us to this point.
I just had
If
David
they
on
want to
Bill.
fight, then they got one.
I think I've been here before.
Because I'm not afraid of these communists.
I'm not afraid of these communists. Your voice is cracking like you're just going through puberty, dude. Seem like you might be kind of afraid a little bit. But, I don't know. Fuck around and find out, right? You first, motherfuckers. And holy shit, you gotta see this one on Fox News from the rally. I'm gonna show you the video clip, but before I do, this was literally a sign that was being held up at the rally. Coming for blacks and Indians first. Welcome to the New World Order. Yeah, that's not subtle, is it? Fox News just straight up playing that. He kind of pauses. He seems even shocked a little bit by the amount of racism that is out there, but you shouldn't be shocked at this point. This is what Trump supporters are. This is what it's always been.
I've talked to Republican Party leaders about this. I've said to them, you're going to be in office a long time after President Trump is. The Republican Party is going to long outlast all of us. Aren't you concerned about that? So that's what somebody's going to have to convince the president of. The president isn't a long-term thinker. They're going to have to convince him that it's in his own interest, and that is what he responds to. Like, what is in his interest
We just saw a very disturbing sign. It said, "Coming for blacks and Indians, welcome to the New World Order." I mean, who the hell knows, what people have and what they say on these things? But what do the Republicans tell you? When does the president start to perhaps give a different message? While others think he will never concede or will never give another type of message. And what do you say to the viewers watching right now who think that there is something wrong, that this election was stolen?
He knows these are his people, and he's never going to speak out against these people. He knows white supremacists love him. That's his fucking base, man. So don't expect him to speak out against them anytime soon. And I agree with Aaron. These people are fucking deranged. Listen to these motherfuckers. See if this video is actually going to play. Come on.
Lock him up! Lock him up! Lock him up! Lock him up! We are not letting that crackhead and that pedophile in our house.
Calling Kamala a crackhead, I guess because she's black, right? Why wouldn't you refer to a black woman as a crackhead? Yeah, definitely not racist at all, Trump. Gonna speak out against it? Nope, of course not. An anti-no-go propagandist, anti-no-go. So this is how the game is played, folks. This is 100% what anti-no-go does. So these Trump fascists go out and they start trouble. They start fights. And then when they find trouble, anti-no-go edits the footage to just show the end of it, where they reap what they've sown, and then claims Antifa are the violent thugs. So here's just the end of the video, folks. That anti-no-go posted. Let's see what anti-no-go said about it. He says, graphic, a close-up angle of BLM rioters knocking a man unconscious who was leaving. Yeah, he just had this innocent old man. He wasn't doing anything, folks. He was leaving. Let's look at this footage of these violent Antifa attacking this innocent old man. Yeah, ooh. Terrible, terrible. Look at these violent Antifa attacking an innocent person who did nothing wrong. Yeah, except, let's see the whole video here. Let's see if there's more to this story than propagandist, white supremacist, propagandist anti-no-go is saying.
The fuck out!
There he is, pushing that guy down. Hey, shut him down. Here he is, stomping on that guy's head. Here he is, putting his fist up. Here he is, pushing women. Yeah, pushing women down. Yeah. Seems like he was starting the fights, doesn't it, anti-no-go? Huh. Wonder why you didn't show this part of it. It looks like he fucked around and found out, didn't he? A little bit. I'm not real big on sucker punching and everything, but like a little bit reaping what you're sowing here. And then, yeah. Bip! Oh, shit. Yeah, you got knocked the fuck out, dude. Should have stayed home. But that's what they do, folks. That's what the right constantly does. They lie, they edit videos, propaganda 100%, and, yep. How it started and how it's going. Yeah, I'm going to punch you right in your face and kick you in the head and push women down. Yeah, you got knocked the fuck out, dude. You got knocked the fuck out. And this graphic is anti-no-go's career in one image. This is exactly what they do, folks. Yep. Antifa actually the ones running away. MAGA chasing with the knives. But close up, yep. It looks like they're the ones doing it if you edit the video on purpose to be fucking right-wing propaganda. And he went viral for lying, so that's good to see. At least people are calling him out for his bullshit. About fucking time. And Trump presidency ending the same way it began, with lies. Like I said, amazing, more than 1 million marchers for President real Donald Trump. Yep. Remember, that's exactly what they said about his inauguration. Lies, damnable lies, and it's beautiful to see it end just like it fucking began. And he could have, Trump, if he gave a shit about his followers at all, he could have gave a rousing speech out there to them. But instead, he just drove by in his car like a total nonce and waved at them because he doesn't give a shit about you. Thank you, fascist, for trying to overthrow a democratic election and put me back in power as a dictator. Thank you for that. And yep, dude can't get out of office quick enough, folks. Look how deranged this motherfucker is. Save the country, do it now. This man is not well. Yeah, he's not well, folks. This guy has the launch code to nuclear weapons. So let that terrorize you to the core of your being. And that's my coverage of the Million MAGA March. Let's see what you guys got to say in the chat. Yep. TKO. Yep, definitely knocked his ass out. Yes, step on him. Lock him up. Yep, lock Trump up. I think Trump is still very terrified about being arrested. Hoping we'll see it. We'll see what the fuck happens. I mean, rich people and powerful people usually aren't held accountable for shit, but hopefully this time they will be. Yeah, he got 71 million votes. That is very terrifying. Just the zombies is what I call them. Like their brains are barely fucking working. Just low-level electricity firing up the neurons. Fat bellies and empty heads. Yeah, that's why I call them the gravy seals. Just a bunch of doughy, fat white guys out there LARPing, playing soldier. They're fucking pathetic. Trump should be arrested. Well, I mean, the ones that are violent shit, they should. If they did something wrong, I don't think he should be arrested just because you support Trump or anything, obviously. You have the right to do that if you want to, but... My right-wing friends still find Andy credible. Well, your right-wing friends are fucking morons. They want to be lied to. That's the thing I tell you guys all the time. These people don't give a shit if they're lied to because they get lied to and then it releases pleasurable chemicals in their brain because these people tell them what they want to hear. And then even though they learn later that they've been lied to, they don't give a shit. They want to be lied to again to have more pleasurable chemicals, to repeat the fucking cycle. They just simply don't give a shit. Brain slugs. Yep, I heard that. Hypnotoad. Million maggot mark. Yep. All right, let's see what the super chat has to say, and then we'll continue on with the show. Super chat. What we got in the super chat today? Never stop being humble, Dusty. Kindness is the answer. Hell yeah, you know I won't. Of course, I'm not really that humble, to be honest with you. That's all a joke. I'm pretty conceited, to be honest with you, but what you gonna do? Hugh Hundo 499. Hey, I appreciate your words this weekend. Sending love and support. Thank you for keeping us informed. No problem. I hope everything starts going better for you, Hugh. I'm sorry you're having a hard time of it, but you know, like I say, we're all this together, so hang out. Hopefully we can support each other. Thank you for that. Ruby Pickles, $10. Glad Kelsey's home. Me too. My dear friend is officially cancer-free. Hell yeah, ring the bell. As of last test, I'm trying to remember to count my blessings this year. Me too. It's hard sometimes, but you know, I'm alive, I'm healthy, so you got to look at the silver linings where you can. Joseph M. Buckerheimer, much love, Dusty, much love to you, Joseph. Good to see you. Sergeant Pepper, $5, $15. You gave me $5 and you said $15. I don't even understand what that means, but I sure appreciate it anyway. So $9.99 took my mom's credit card like you told me. Here you go, bro. Hell yeah, and I'll take your dad's credit card. He won't miss it. Thank you, so. Proto $5. Zan completely failed. He also didn't post a debate. He also deleted Christy Winter's comment in the chat and called her Karen. What a weasel. Yeah, definitely a weasel. Like, it was all his fans telling them he was doing bad. He was calling them Dusty Simps. It was all your own fan base, dude. So I don't know. Does anybody have any idea what happened to the 500 comments that are missing now? I don't know. Maybe there's a good explanation for it. I just don't know what it is. Space Ghost Martian, $5 as a subscriber to Center Hall. I'm really disappointed in him. Don't be so hard on yourself, Dusty. You won the debate. Send my get well wishes to Kelsey. Oh, I'm not hard on myself. I know I won the debate. It went exactly like I expected it to. But I don't know. I don't enjoy doing it. It's not fun for me, so I don't know how those debate bros do it. It's too stressful. Paul Thronson, $5. Damn, Dusty. You got to keep, after this, he is a young guy and you can turn him into logic. I don't think he gives a shit about what I'm going to say, to be honest with you. Look, I'm not popular enough for these guys to care. These guys, in my opinion, they're way more concerned with getting likes and subscribers and making money than they are about any of this other bullshit. So they have no reason to listen to me because I'm not part of the Cool Kids Club. I'm losing over 1,000 subscribers every month, not gaining. So, yeah, they're not going to listen to me. Cal Rap 666, much love and respect. Much love to you, Cal. Awesome amount of money. B Station 2009, $5. Gotta love how fascists love to take everything from black folks. Examples: Tupac rap, Martin Luther King, Million Man March. Yeah, everything they put on is some kind of a ripoff of black folks. You're 100% right about that. Tom Crowell, $5. Sorry I'm late. Burn me. No forgiveness. You better be on time next time. And Cindy Bueno, $4.99. Hey, Dusty. Hey, Cindy. What's the status of your missing friend? He's been missing for years. He told me he was going to commit suicide. I tried to talk him out of it. I offered to buy him a new dog. He was really bummed because his dog died. I tried, and never heard anything. So unless he got arrested and he's in prison, which I don't see happening, and he just hasn't contacted anybody, I'm pretty sure that he committed suicide. So sorry, I forgot his name. His name is Nate. But he had a dog that passed away before he went missing. Yes, he did. He had a dog that he loved, Abby. And I'm pretty sure he killed himself, unfortunately. Jenny Rude, $5. I hate to believe that 72 million people are prejudiced and racist, but they are. But these crazy jackasses make me worried. How can you support Trump knowing this? They don't give a shit. They are literally just, half of them are insane and half of them are just outwardly fucking racist. That's what it boils down to. Meldrick, $5. If you're in Georgia, vote. 2 more Dem senators and Moscow Mitch gets his manhood snipped. Hell yeah. I think there's runoffs in Georgia. Get out there and fucking vote, people. Absolutely. All right, more super chats, please. Let's continue on with the show. What time is it? 50 minutes into the show. All right, doing pretty good. Next up, we're going to do a little religious bullshit. You guys ready for some graphics? Because religious bullshit, religious bullshit, religious bully shit. It's time for religious bullshit. And folks, got a hell of a video to start out with. I was hoping somebody would make a video like this. Basically, here's a compilation of preachers and prophets predicting a Trump victory. God told them, folks. God told them that Trump was going to win. And these people are actually speaking to the all-powerful God. So they have to be right. No, they don't. Here we go. Are you ready for this, folks?
First of all, I want to say without question, Trump is going to win the election.
President Trump is going to win.
And he says he's going to be in office for 2 terms.
The rebirth of this nation.
I pray your prophecy comes true. That's what we need.
It's coming to pass.
And watch the re-election of Donald Trump.
There's no doubt whatsoever. He will win because that's God's plan.
Donald Trump will win.
The funny thing about that woman is she literally said that Trump was going to win in a landslide, and then when he lost, she's like, no, I didn't mean that. I meant something else. Man misunderstood me saying that. When I said landslide, I just meant like a landslide is when pebbles fall and then rocks fall, and just made up some kind of bullshit story because that's what they have to do, right? They can't own up to the fact that they're not actually talking to God, so they have to make up some kind of other fucking bullshit to explain it away. But the sad part is the people that follow them, they don't give a shit, right? They believe anything they say because they're low-level zombies.
What I intend to do through him, it will take 2 terms to do. This is what he said.
And I knew that Trump was going to be president.
The army of God will have victory after victory after victory. And I love what President Trump always says. He says, you're going to get sick and tired of winning if there is such a thing. And that's going to be the same way for the army of God. It's going to be victory after victory after victory.
Will it be an 8-year presidency?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely, we will.
You're sure about that?
Yeah, I'm sure about that because I think what's going to happen is that when people see the good that the country's coming into right now, the prosperity, the jobs, the economy, whatever the case may be, there's going to be no doubt he's going to sail right in for a second term.
No doubt.
Wendy Griffith, CBN News.
Do like I did. Get this book of Stevens. I got it when it was in the manuscript and studied it. I studied it and worked with it and studied it.
And what's going to happen this election, Donald Trump, I know, is going to win Minnesota, Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, everywhere. Ohio, Florida, even Nevada. I mean, these polls are false. And everywhere you go, on the ground, people, you don't see Biden signs out there. You see, I'll just take the black demographic, the African American, their vote was like 6 to 8%, I think, in 16. He's going to get 20 to 25% of that vote. He's done more for
He got 8%.
African Americans than anybody in history. So these are the things I'm seeing. It's going to be the greatest red wave you ever seen.
Boy, that's exciting.
Will President Trump, from what God is showing you,
Some
win
hills have eyes, motherfuckers.
his second term?
Yes, it is for sure, Sid, that God wants President Trump in. That's not the question. The question is the process going to eliminate the problems that are already existing in the accountability of the voting process?
Well, if God wants Trump in, then how could Trump not go in? Isn't your God all-powerful? Seems like your God might be a feckless fuck.
Because this is what's really being addressed here. It's kind of an exciting time because God's using this to expose the inaccuracies and the fact that people can do what they want in their state. This needs to be eliminated. These ability to have fake.
Kevin Zadai calls himself a doctor even though he isn't one. He's a fake doctor, just like his mentor, Dr. Jesse Duplantis, and a lot of the other guests that Sid Roth has on his show.
Fake things happen, like we're seeing things that are fake. I'm not worried about it, Sid, at all. I know that the Lord has his way in the whirlwind, and so I'm kind of excited right now. This is historical.
I believe that Romans 8:28, all things are going to work together for good. And that's what I believe. Tracy, is President Trump going to have a second term?
Well, it's the same thing, similar to Kevin, yes.
As a side note to this video, I would like to start a GoFundMe campaign for this guy so that we can raise enough money to buy him a properly fitting t-shirt. Thank you.
I'm just telling you what my dream said. Okay, so I'm going to tell you the dream. In the dream, I was standing on a stage with President Trump, and it was November the 4th. Today. And there was just a clean sweep. He made a clean sweep across America, okay? The votes, people were coming out in droves, millions and millions and millions of people, Democrats, Republicans, independents, everybody voting Trump, right? So this wave, this red wave hit the states. Well, then all of a sudden, something shifted and something turned. And there were two categories of voters that were stolen from. It was the black community and the black voice who was voting for Trump. And it was the independent voice. Okay, so those two people, they got their votes stolen. And so what happened is all of a sudden I saw all of the numbers begin to fall. All the percentages began to come down because these two areas were being stolen or fraudulently stolen.
Your God sucks.
So Trump turns and he walks off of the stage. And when he did, I knew in the dream that we were going to have to contest the vote, that we were going to have to fight this thing. But by the time he got off of the stage, I knew that we were going to be victorious, and I knew that Trump was going to be president.
And I'm saying to everyone that's viewing us right now, it's not over until God has the last word, until God sings.
Bring it, God.
Mario, there's a scripture I want you to comment on.
Yes, sir.
It's found in Amos chapter 3, verse 7. Surely the Lord God does nothing without revealing his purpose to his servants, the prophets. And I have been interviewing prophet after prophet that I trust that has been saying without blinking an eye, Donald Trump will have 2 terms. Donald Trump will have 2 terms.
You heard there. I believe it.
President Trump is going to win.
Prophet said it.
And you know what? The way God built me, when I hear a word from God, you can't get me off of that.
That's right.
Now, if I hear a word from myself, then I'll be double-minded.
It's always
but
God.
If I hear a word from God,
then you're
There's
schizophrenic.
nothing you can do to talk me out of it. I don't relate to Christians that can't just go on God's word. I mean, it doesn't say in the Bible.
Isn't it weird, though, that God always sounds like you? Funny how that always works out in your favor.
When I come back to earth, will I find faith there?
Notice how Sid Roth makes God's word, the Holy Bible, equivalent to modern prophecies from his prophet friends that he trusts. Think about where he's really putting his faith.
The way God built me, when I hear a word from God, you can't get me off of that.
I have a prophetic word for the results of the United States presidential election, which we start getting the results here tomorrow morning. Today's the morning of November the 3rd here in Australia. We're one day ahead. And, you know, the scripture says, let the prophets prophesy and let the others judge. So I know some people will judge this word harshly, others will receive it. The end result is not up to me whether you receive it or not. It's my responsibility to share what I believe the Lord has shown me. So I felt the Lord say this, that there is a blue wave threatening to engulf the United States of America. Now that blue wave obviously represents the Democrat side of politics. But I heard the Lord say, for the sake of my remnant and for the sake of the gospel, I am releasing a red wave. That red wave is the blood of my son Jesus.
Wow, nasty.
Donald Trump will win a second term. Donald Trump will win a second term and will enact laws that will protect the clear clarion call of the gospel going out as never before.
Hello, Sid Roth here. I'm here with my friend, Dr. Francis Miles. Francis, you said something to me on the phone last night that got me so excited because I've heard this phrase before. I've heard about the November surprise, but God told you there'd be 2 November surprises, and not only 2 November surprises, he told you that who was going to win the presidential election.
So God said to me, in November, there is going to be an overwhelming number of white liberals who talk like they hate the president publicly, but in the secrecy of the ballot box, God says, I'm going to work a miracle. I'm going to cause the eunuchs to throw Jezebel off the, off the spirit.
So much for free will, I guess.
Spirit of Jezebel, and they are going to vote massively for the president this coming November. And they are going to vote massively for the president this coming November. The second November surprise is the overwhelming number of African Americans who are going to vote for President Trump.
8%.
So he said to me, I am speaking, when I say, let my people go, I am speaking, and then he said this, I'm speaking to the altars. He called them, he said, I'm speaking to the altars of Malek and Baal that the Democratic Party is plugged into, that is controlling the collective consciousness of Black America to cause them to vote for a political party that actually aborts more Black children.
Here's the way I feel. What you just said God is going to do in November, it's impossible in the natural. White liberals secretly
it is
voting
impossible
for
in the
Trump.
natural. You're right.
Blacks secretly voting for Trump.
Talk about Donald Trump and blood moons.
So what can this blood moon be telling us?
Well, I write about this in the book God Trump.
And if this doesn't set you on fire, your wood is completely wet.
My wood's very wet all the time. You know what I mean?
God Trump in the 2020 election. You know, I write about why he's got to win. I write about how he might lose. I write about all these different things. But I also try to include things that other media are not going to include, including other Christian media. And one of them is the prophecies that happened that Donald Trump would be elected. And he was.
And he was.
I document the
by
prophecies.
more than one person.
That's right.
By more than just one person.
And also I documented them because, you know, people make fun of prophecies and prophecies are wrong. You know, people make fun of prophecies and prophecies are wrong. Remember 88 Reasons Why Jesus was going to come in 1988?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, You can go on YouTube and see them. I've watched them several times. He's prophesying and he's talking about how Trump is going to be a trumpet and that God is going to raise up a disruptor. And he says he's going to be in office for 2 terms.
He's going to be in office for 2 terms.
But also, you know, there was this fireman named Mark Taylor.
Yes, sir.
That was pretty extraordinary.
Well, Mark, let's jump right in. I think the biggest question, we are recording this on Wednesday, October 21st. The election is less than 2 weeks away. We are 13 days away from the election. The biggest question on everybody's mind is whether Trump is going to win a second term. Is the Senate going to stay red? Is the House going to turn red? Right. Mark, you were adamant. I mean, in 2016, you had heard from God that Trump was going to win. You were out with it way in advance. Tell us how you're feeling about this. Have you heard any special words on this? And how do you see it playing out in 2 weeks?
You know, how it exactly plays out, that part I don't know. I just know he's going to get in for a second term. I just know he's going to get in for a second term, beyond the shadow of a doubt. There's no stopping the train right now at this point. I mean, we're seeing what's happening with Biden right now. There's a lot. I mean, Giuliani was dropping Moabs this morning. You got Steve Bannon coming out doing the same thing. They're going to be lucky if this guy even shows up to the debates, you know, Thursday night. I don't know. We'll find out. You know what I mean?
Trump literally
does he stay in the race or does he bow out? Do they indict him before the race, before November 3rd? I have no clue. All I know is.
Are you sure you're speaking to the right God? You might want to try some of the other ones. I don't think your God knows what the fuck's up too good, dude.
The election is pretty much over with in the spirit.
The way that God showed him. Chuck Pierce, who's a respected prophet right here in Texas. His was a little bit more symbolic, that God was going to play the trump card, and later he began to. But before the election, he was very clear. The Lord has said he will win. He will win.
You cannot ignore the signs and the wonders that match the Word of God first, and then match the prophetic utterances of proven prophets.
Proven folks.
The least of which, not the least of which, is Paula White King. That woman has spiritual insight.
For angels have even been dispatched from Africa right now. Africa right now. Africa right now. From Africa right now. They're coming here. They're coming here. In the name of Jesus. From South America. They're coming here. They're coming here. They're coming here. They're coming here. From Africa. From South America. Angelic forces. Angelic reinforcement. Angelic.
And I'm telling you, she is a bulldog. Because once she hears from God, she just doesn't let up.
Strike and 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 strike until you have victory. For every enemy that is aligned against you, let there be that we would strike the ground, for you will give us victory.
And she's had her share of problems too.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like refining fire.
Man, the devil attacked her in every way you could think of, physically and in ways that I'm just in awe of her.
I hear the sound of victory. 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 I hear the sound of victory.
Stephen Strang, I heard this, and we are right in the middle of it right now. He said all of this trouble or birth pangs to the rebirth of this nation.
I believe it.
And he said, you don't have any idea what it's going to look like 100 years from now, but I do. And he said it will be as much better as it was better for them. The rebirth of this nation.
I pray your prophecy comes true. That's what we need.
It's coming to pass.
Now, Dream 3, this gets a little crazy.
This gets a little crazy.
A little bit. He came to you again. What did he ask you this time?
Well, the third time was after the inauguration. So he's just starting this term, the first term. And he comes to me, and I got to say, this is one of the most powerful of the three dreams. It was very short, and he said, I want to ask you to be my running mate. That was the phrase, running mate, for the coming election 2020.
4 years away.
4 years away.
Yeah.
And that was all there was to the dream, and I woke up. And I thought, why am I being asked, number one, to be his running mate, number two, concerning an election that's 4 years down the road? And the Lord spoke to me, and he said, what I intend to do through him, it will take 2 terms to do. This is what he said. It will take two terms to do. This is what he said. And he said, and I need for you to run with him in the Spirit.
Well, why the fuck would God need you to run with anybody in the Spirit? He's all powerful. Could he just blink and Trump would be elected again? What the fuck would he need your crazy ass for?
Everything out of the way that would hinder his reelection, and even to establish some things that would work in his behalf. But I need someone to run with him in the Spirit.
Robert Henderson needs to improve his running with the president in the Spirit so he can get a second term skills.
Preach.
I mean, seriously, Bob,
seriously.
You blew it.
To see that accomplished.
Who is going to win? Has God shown you, Robin?
Well, I was in a
Look at these weird, creepy fucks. God damn it, Christians are so pathetic. Listen to people like this. Dorks.
Meeting down in Florida, and I was listening to the Lord before this meeting, and this wasn't even on my mind, but this is the way it happens at times. And I turned around, and the news was on, and I saw Joe Biden on the screen. And you remember this. I told you this. I said, I looked around, and just out of conversation, I said, Lord,
these go to 11.
Joe Biden don't need to be president. And just like this, just like if you'd answered me, he said, he won't.
You're schizophrenic.
Just like that. He said, he won't. He said, he won't. And then he said this.
Pointing at it. Well, don't point even. Don't even point? No.
He said, and after the election, now this is going to sound strange, but he said the Democratic Party will go underground.
Behold the underminer!
And I don't think that, I don't know exactly what that means, but he said they would go underground like the throne of Pergamon, the throne of Satan that disappeared and showed back up in Berlin.
The little children of Stone Age.
And he said they'll go underground and then reemerge at a later time under another thing.
Beneath the haunted moon, for fear that daybreak might come too soon.
And another banner maybe.
Well, I understand that because of other prophets, and I kind of piece things together. Other prophets have said that the Democratic Party will just kind of like disappear. But what you're adding to that is they're not going to disappear. They're going to do their strategizing as if they've disappeared.
That's exactly right.
Then
the Lord told me to watch the LA Dodgers, to watch Amy Coney Barrett, and watch the re-election of Donald Trump, and watch the re-election of Donald Trump.
All I'm saying is, no matter the outcome, or no matter the amount of time for God to move his hand, the outcome does not change. God said, again, in our church service on Sunday, he said, if I delivered Daniel, if I delivered Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, if I delivered a nation, Israel, that was standing upon the shores of the Red Sea, think about it. They just went through a plague. We just went through a plague. They were shut in. We had a shut in. They were shut in on the shores. They had a very arrogant enemy saying that they now had Israel in their grip. That's what Biden and the left is saying. Oh, we've got this nation. We've got the presidency. It looked hopeless. In fact, fear gripped the nation. Some of you that are watching, you're afraid. And I understand. But here's the thing. You've got to loose that from your soul. Because Moses cried out to God in that moment in the book of Exodus, and God said, excuse me, why are you crying out, or why are you shrieking out to me? Lift up your rod of authority and go forward. I haven't changed my mind. We have to do the same. We have to watch what we're speaking out of our mouth. We got to watch what we're typing on the keyboard and posting on social media. We got to watch who we're calling and what we're discussing. Are we coming into agreement with the spirit of lies? Are we coming into agreement with Jezebel's prophets? Or are we going to listen to God and agree with him that no matter how long it takes, the outcome will be God's man will stand in the land again?
Is Trump going to win? Do you know that, or do you hope that?
This is, of course, the million-dollar question. But I really believe that God's grace on America, God's mercy on America, isn't finished yet. And boy, it would be finished if there wasn't a Trump sitting in that seat.
Well, in my opinion, Lance, and I'm sure it must be yours, the devil is trying to speed up end-time events. And God is not finished with America. I believe America's greatest days are ahead of us, because I believe the church's greatest days are ahead of us. And I actually believe with every fiber of my body that President Trump will get another 4 years. That President Trump will get another 4 years.
Nailed it.
I'm doing great. So here's the first question. Do you really believe President Trump is going to be reelected?
If you are caught up to the throne of God, and he face to face tells you he is winning, there's no doubt whatsoever. He will win, because that's God's plan. This isn't just man's plan. This is God's plan for this time in the earth, time in the earth, time in the earth, and he is going to have his way.
I proclaim that President Donald Trump is God's choice, and he will have a second term.
According to what I believe the Lord told me, the president is going to be reelected. I'm saying by all means, get out and vote for whoever you want to vote for, but by all means, let your voice be heard. But it's going to lead to civil unrest of a great proportion, then a war against Israel, and so forth and so on. So as Terry said, I think it's time to pray. But ladies and gentlemen, that's the word. You ask what's going to happen next, that's what's going to happen next.
Heard it first, folks! Trump definitely gonna win. God said so. These people definitely know what the fuck's up. How can you question them? They clearly have their shit together, folks. Not grifters at all. So that was a good video. Let's see who made that right quick. So you guys can go give them the credit. Because I didn't make this video. This was made by somebody named Wrong Trump Prophecies. No, Stephen Kozar. Stephen Kozar with 13.3 subscribers. So good job, Stephen Kozar. You guys can go subscribe to Stephen Kozar if you want to. What? The fuck? I know. These people are full of shit. I agree. Fuck them. And next up on religious bullshit. That was a long one. So we gonna barrel through the rest of this bullshit. God had nothing to do with Biden becoming president. You better believe it, motherfuckers.
I heard a leader in the body of Christ say that God sovereignly puts in the president. And so if Biden winds up being the one, then God is the one who put him in. And
Makes
man,
sense.
I just hate that. I disagree with that 1,000%.
Yeah, it's not like God's all powerful or anything. It's not like his will is always done. What are you thinking?
And let me just give you one scripture that if you believe the Bible, it disproves that. And that's Hosea chapter 8, verse 4.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. We don't want to hear it by no Isaiah chapter 8, motherfucker. And let's listen to Dave Daubenmire give his genius opinion on this shit.
Joe Biden is an enemy of the cross.
Amen.
He's an enemy of the cross, my friends.
Straight
Kamala
up.
Harris is an enemy of the cross.
Good.
And I will not pray that the enemies of the cross are successful. And so you said, well, we're supposed to pray for those in authority. Yeah, pray that he gets saved, pray that his mind works, but also pray in precatory psalms that he fails at what he does if it's against the Lord. Why would you pray for a man to do evil? Come on, Joe.
Not very consistent. Didn't you guys say that God put Trump in office? Don't think you're practicing what you're preaching too much. Did you guys hear about this one? Apparently, this is a true story. The Pope is liking porn. What the fuck? Look at this shit. The Pope liked big booty porn, liked by Franciscus. Is that his name? Franciscus? I don't know. That's a tough one. Booty porn. This is the Pope's official account. 7.2 million followers. This is Instagram. Liking the booty porn. I want to walk with you along the way of God's mercy, and apparently big booty porn. So you go, Trump. You go, fucking Pope. Almost called him Trump. You go, Pope. You know, at least it's not like a little boy or something, so I guess that's an upgrade. Best Pope ever, just saying. And Texas pastor, any Christian who votes for Democrats made a covenant with death. That's right, you fucking Christians who are Democrats. You're going to be punished.
Every believer that voted a blue ticket made a covenant with death. You listen to me online as well.
Yeah, let's listen to this guy.
Those of you that are watching today, and those of you that
Nice
will
shirt.
see me later on YouTube.
Nice
I'm not
fake
taking
flowers.
this down.
No, good, don't.
You'll see me on YouTube.
Cool.
You listen to me.
I am right now.
You believers that voted against the righteousness of God.
Fuck God.
A day of reckoning is coming.
Bring it, motherfucker.
You made a covenant with death.
Good.
You
I
not
love
only
death.
said that
I suck death's
I
dick,
do not
motherfucker.
condemn the babies that have been aborted.
It's always about abortion. That's all they fucking got. Abortion, abortion. That's all they can fucking say. Broken record with you motherfuckers. You only care about the babies before they're born, and then after they're born, you don't give a shit no more. And if you voted for Biden, you're going to be cursed. Not just you, your children and your lineages. All cursed. Right Wing Watch.
Because you're not dealing with humans most of the time. Why do you think Trump calls these guys names all the time?
Because he's a
Because you're
child.
not dealing with humans most of the time. You're dealing with entities. You're dealing with beings. Some of them aren't human, but you're dealing with beings.
Right.
They inhabit a body. You know what I mean? And it's like, this is why he has no problems doing that. You know what I mean?
Well, exactly. Exactly.
But you got, and here's here's one more thing. Let me get into this right here real quick, if you don't mind, because it's just now hitting me.
Yeah.
You had a list of pastors out there that was made headlines that was supporting Biden. They were pro-life pastors. We disagree on the pro-life or the pro-choice thing, but we're supporting Biden. Are you kidding me? Let me tell you something. Every Christian, every pastor out there that voted for Joe Biden last night, you have brought a curse upon yourself and your family, your children and your children's children down to the third and fourth generation, and you need to repent.
Holy shit, your God's a dick. Can you imagine your child getting cancer because your granddad voted for Biden? What kind of fucking monster are you worshiping? Don't worship a thing like that. Dumbasses. And now they're just calling for God to completely overturn the election. We didn't win, so let's just have another election. And if we don't win that one, let's have another one, and a do-over, and a do-over, and a do-over until we win one. Because, you know, that's how democracy works.
Expose it all. Expose it all, Lord.
I'll expose something.
And Lord, if it be your will and if it be necessary, another election, another voting day.
Like democracy.
Whatever it takes
Whatever
under
it
your
takes.
kingdom, oh God,
Yeah.
to bring it all in line. Bring it all
Do-over.
in line. Bring it all in line.
Sorry, lady, but black, no take back. We already said it, so no do-overs. That's how that works. Playground rules. And next up, God needs to do drastic measures to undo the elections, because fuck democracy. Come on, God. You hate democracy as much as we do, don't you?
I think we need drastic, and I mean drastic measures in order to change what's going on. The first thing I would do if I was President Trump is I would call the Insurrection Act in immediately,
Absolutely.
right now.
Right on,
And the first
rah,
thing-
rah. Yeah,
the first
right.
thing you do is you quell all violence and you stop all violence with the military or the National Guard. The
awesome.
second thing you do is you declare martial law in the country
Cool.
right now,
Not
and
terrified.
you send in armed military and National Guard folks into every single one of these swing states where they are counting ballots, and you force them
To stop counting the ballots.
counting
Yeah,
ballots
don't let
right
them
then
count
and
the
there.
votes.
And if
Sure.
not, they are taken away by the military and arrested.
Okay.
And here's the reason why.
Yeah.
Because we've already seen that judges' court orders are being denied.
That's not terrifying at all, is it, folks? Just go in and arrest them and don't let them count the ballot. Just declare yourself the victor. What is a dictatorship? Don't know. Oh, my goddamn hell. And next up, here's one from Ann Aspatch. You sent me this, Ann Aspatch. I'm only going to play you a little bit of this, but he 100% sure, folks, and this dude clearly knows what he's talking about. Trump's got it.
About to tell you is my personal opinion. I have to say that because of the fact checkers on social media and all of these people that want to basically get to a place where they're shadow banning conservative people. Okay, so it's my opinion. Now about that, it's a very strong opinion, and I think it's a 100% accurate opinion. But I want you to listen to me. People are freaking out. What are we going to do? Joe Biden has won the presidency because CNN and AP News and Fox News said so. They called it too quick. Let me tell you what Fox News can call. They can call the fact that they've lost all their viewers because they become CNN with no viewership whatsoever. Thank God for American News Network. Thank God for Newsmax. Okay, Fox days are done. I never thought I would see the day that I would openly say that Fox News is trash, but it's 2020, so there's that. Now, listen to me very, very closely. Donald J. Trump, the President of the United States, will 100% remain the President of the United States for another term, ladies and gentlemen. He has single-handedly won the greatest landslide victory in the history of this nation.
The cope is real, folks. The cope is real. It's a landslide for Trump. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. He lost. And Kenneth Copeland, definitely not creepy at all. God damn it, how can you get more creepy than this motherfucker? He is apologizing. Let's just watch.
For those that might have the idea that I hate Joe Biden, I do not. No, I don't. I love him. I pray, like I said, I prayed it today for those two. And I want you to know that should it be necessary, I apologize if that came across that way. Because I love the Lord my God. With all my heart, all my soul, all my mind, and all my strength. And I love Jesus more than I love any human being, more than I serve him with all of my heart and all of my being, and I have for 54 years. And I love you. I don't even know you. But I love you. Because Jesus is my Lord. Amen.
Definitely not creepy, folks. Definitely not a Bond villain. Definitely not a Batman supervillain. $800 million. I think you might want to look what Jesus had to say about that a little bit. But, and then to get even more creepier, apparently, Kenneth Copeland is doing some kind of blood ritual, but he's too much of a pussy to actually cut his hand, so they're faking it with cranberry juice? I don't know. Let's take a look.
Pour that in there.
Yeah, pour that in there, dude. Do it.
Okay.
Okay, now let's fake cut our hands. Yeah, look at that.
That's the cutting.
That's the cutting. The fake cutting with the popsicle stick. Yeah, look at all that blood not pouring out of my hand because I faked it. Now I'm going to fake it too.
And then I would do the same.
I would fake it as well with this popsicle stick. Yeah, look at all that blood. Yeah.
Jesus said, take this cup.
Take it.
This is my blood of the new covenant.
Let's pour into this glass and drink blood.
Now we've mixed our blood.
Mm-hmm. That's right. You didn't, but okay.
Which is his and which is mine.
Neither. It's cranberry juice.
And we could never separate
them. You can't separate that.
You can't. Can't separate the cranberry juice. So, yeah, I'm convinced, folks. I want to give him another $1 million to buy him another jet for that display of whatever that was. Anyway, that's my religious bullshit coverage for tonight, folks. Hope you enjoyed that. Now we got a huge Chud Watch section. God damn it, I only have 30 minutes in the show left, and I gotta roll through it. But I'm gonna stop and read the chat a little bit first. So let's see what you guys gotta say. Well, that ain't cultish. I know, right? Definitely not a cult. Anyway, are they serious? It's hard to tell, but they're making banks, so I guess they're serious about that money. Gross. What the fuck, man? I know. Christians got a Christian. Crange's grape. I know, right? Delicious. I want to eat the body of Christ all night long. Yeah, sexy Jesus. Like black magic? Yep, it's just a fucking voodoo ritual. Cult of Dusty, what are your thoughts on children living in group homes? I was once in a group home with over 80 children. I had a traumatic experience in there. Well, I don't know anything about that subject, but that sounds terrible. So I won't have an opinion about it. Chud Watch! Yeah, let me read the super chats, then we'll move on to the Chud Watch. Let's see, come on. Boom, there we go. I did it. All right, let's see. Where am I at on the Chud Watch? Where am I at on the Chud Watch? Cal Rap, much love and respect. Oh, already read that. Already read that. Jason Moore and $5. I hate these religious pricks. I know, right? They suck. IAW at 94, $4.99. Christianity is a mental illness, clearly. I know, right? I get in trouble when I say that, but it's hard to argue against that, in my opinion. Those pastors and prophets speak with the same bombastic, inflated language. It means absolutely nothing. It means they're getting paid. All of them make more money than me and you, so sucks to be us. Sophia Christina Botha. Hey, Sophia, how you doing? Sorry, missed the first hour. Thought you got the better of Xanathar on Friday, and you're right about spreading the wealth. I know. Wasn't even close. Thank you, Sophia. Danny Nerdic, $9.99. A Day of Reckoning? Who does God think he is? Papa John? Yeah, I'd take Papa John over. At least Papa John has decent pizza. At least they used to. Tangy. Don't tell me it sucks. It's fine. All right, more super chats, please, if you're able to. Would appreciate that. Please support the show. We're going to move along with some Chud Watch. Hell yeah, because Chud Watch. It's time for Chud Watch. We talk about chuds and we make fun of them. And tonight's no exception. Got a big Chud Watch section. And masculinity, folks. Masculinity. It's over with. It's all done, folks, because Harry Styles wore a dress. No, Harry. Why did you destroy masculinity in your sexy ass dress? And, Kenneth Owens is like, there is no society that can survive without a strong man. Seriously, if our society collapses because Harry Styles wore a dress, we sort of deserve to collapse, in my opinion. If it's that fucking fragile, then let's just let it collapse and build something else on the bones of that ridiculous bullshit. The East knows this. The East knows. Why would the East know? The East got K-pop, okay? The East knows how to get in touch with their fucking feminine side. Candace Owens. In the West, the steady feminization of our men at the same time that Marxism, oh God, not Marxism, is being taught to our children is not a coincidence. It's an outright attack. Bring back manly men. Yep. Bring back the manly men. You know, the real manly men like Ben Shapiro. Super manly chads like Ben Shapiro. This is perfectly obvious. Anyone who pretends that it is not a referendum on masculinity for men to don floofy dresses is treating you as a full-on idiot. Yeah. Superman. Ben Shapiro. I mean, I'm not the most manly man. I'm fairly masculine, but God damn it. Ben Shapiro makes me feel like The Rock. What are you talking about, Ben Shapiro? You're like 5'3" and got the voice of a 13-year-old. You ain't a manly man. You might want to shut the fuck up on this one and sit this one out a little bit, Mitch Shapiro. That's all I'm saying. And Matt Walsh questioning the masculine. This guy is questioning the masculinity of this guy. Beyond parody, irony is dead. He says, The Rock says he cried manly tears after media declared Biden the winner. And Matt Walsh says, there are 6 approved reasons for a man to cry. Fuck you. And this is definitely not even close to one of them. So no, those were not manly tears. Real men don't cry. No, real men, they shove their feelings down deep inside of them and never let them come up until they're so depressed they kill themselves, right? Yeah. What is toxic masculinity? Psh, doesn't exist. And, oh my God, folks. Ayan Hershey Ali. Straight up transphobia. Now, it's not bad enough. Now, let me read it first. Irreversible damage. The transgender craze seducing our daughters. Yeah, you know. Goddamn transgender. teaching your daughters to be trans. They don't even want to be trans, but it's cool now. It's so cool to be trans. They're definitely not being shit on no press, so everybody's rushing out to be trans these days. It's a cool new thing. The more I read this book, the more I am freaked out. Yeah, you read stupid propaganda, you might be freaked out. But the worst part about this is that Richard fucking Dawkins liked this bullshit. God damn it, Richard Dawkins. This is why you should never have heroes. Never put anybody on a fucking pedestal, because I used to goddamn love Richard Dawkins. He taught me evolution, and I'll always be thankful for that. But he got called out by the SJWs a long time ago for some bullshit he said, and he's so fucking butthurt, he can't fucking get over it, so he's always spreading chud bullshit. So a little bit fuck off, Richard Dawkins. Seriously. Get your shit together, Richard! Next up on the Chud Watch. Oh yeah, people are pissed because Biden gonna cancel some student debt. They all fucking upset about it all on the internet. Look, folks, going to college was never even a fucking option for me, right? We didn't have the fucking money. My grades suck shit. I ain't going to the fucking military. Y'all know that. So it was never even an option. But I don't give a fuck. Cancel all the goddamn stupid student debt. Who gives a shit, right? Just because it doesn't benefit me doesn't mean that I'm going to hate it because somebody else gets benefit out of it. How selfish are you, motherfuckers? Seriously. Assholes. And next up, oh God, the QAnon conspiracy theory. So look how creepy this shit is, folks. QAnon conspiracy theorist Mark Taylor claims that talk of a promising COVID-19 vaccine is really code for Trump's plan to arrest the cabal. Yeah, it's all code, folks. You got to be able to see through what they're actually saying to the code underneath.
Trump's 10 steps ahead of everybody. And when you listen to him speak, every time that he would say the word COVID, switch that out with the word cabal.
Okay.
Every time that he says, what is the cure? The vaccine. What is the vaccine? We, the people in the military. When they go in and they start arresting these people. I think he was giving code out a lot of times to the people because there's always more than one depth of revelation to what he says. He's so much far ahead of the game.
Yeah, Trump, so far ahead of the game. Super genius. Imagine the low level you have to be on to believe Trump is some kind of super genius after everything we've witnessed over the last 4 years.
So the vaccine is the cure for what? The cabal. That's what's going to happen, I believe, when they release the vaccine.
COVID, corona. We're going to go with corona. It's called the coronavirus. Now, if you go with corona, C-O-R-O-N-A, 6 letters. C is the third letter in the alphabet. O is the 15th letter. R is the 18th. O is the 15th. N is the 14th. A is the 1st. 6 letters in corona. Those other numbers add up to 66. 666. A cult-driven script and a Luciferian human sacrifice.
I'm convinced.
A mega ritual. This is they use this type of thing. This is what Satan uses, and that's it. 666 corona. Look it up.
Yeah,
look at which number
look
each one is. I mean, is that coincidence? I don't buy coincidence. Do you?
No. Trump's 10 steps ahead of everybody.
Trump's just 10 steps ahead of everybody, folks. I'm convinced, folks. Just do the math. It all adds up. He's going to start arresting everybody any second now. And here's one from outside. Oh, God, Dave Rubin. Dave Rubin! Dave Rubin's a true believer, folks. Now, let me be clear, folks. Dave Rubin does not believe a word he is saying here. He is just a shameless grifter saying whatever the fuck he thinks his audience wants to hear to pander to him.
That right there, giving us the numbers, telling us the software, saying this amount were deleted, this amount switched from Trump to Biden, that is a pretty direct statement that if he does not have evidence for, that could be the nail in the coffin. Now, I suspect, my suspicion would be that Trump is not an idiot and that he is saying that because they've seen something.
Yeah, Trump doesn't lie indiscriminately. Trump doesn't lie when the truth would work better, you know? Trump definitely always telling the truth, doesn't he, Dave Rubin?
Because otherwise, to go on the record with that level of specificity is pretty crazy. So I think there's something there. I don't know what it is. I suppose we will find out. And as I said, this tweet was from about 20 minutes before we started here. So I'm guessing that the internet's lit up with all sorts of theories right now.
Yeah. But no, it's not. Trump's a liar. He just says bullshit. Everybody forgot about it 10 seconds after he said it because it's par for the course and what he tweets every fucking day. Oh, God, you're such a shameless scripter.
We clearly need to look into what's going on with this Dominion software. Also, the name Dominion.
Oh,
right. Doesn't this sound like a sci-fi movie at this point? How did they steal the election? The Dominion software. It was Dominion. Yeah, it sounds like something.
Yeah, so creepy. Dominion software. God damn it. Dave Rubin, but, you know. The people that follow Dave Rubin don't care that he lies to them. They want to be lied to. It makes them feel better. So they'll forget about it as soon as he lies to them the next time. That's the way it works. And oh yeah, this is pretty hilarious. You thought it was the liberals doing all the voter fraud? Here's a Trump supporter just straight out admitting that she committed voter fraud.
Voter fraud's a real problem in the country.
Yeah, I know all about it.
Have you ever seen any voter fraud?
Yeah, me, I did it.
You committed voter fraud? What'd you do?
Voted twice for Trump.
Really?
4 years ago, yes.
Did you get in trouble for that?
Yeah, I'm still on probation for it.
Really?
Yeah. Now, if I voted for Hillary, I would have got a gold medal.
But you voted for Trump twice.
Yes, I did, yes.
Yeah. So.
I learned the hard way not to do it.
But did you wear a mustache or anything?
No, I was two different places. I went to a different place. A different time. I voted one time, like maybe a couple weeks later, trying to vote at another place, someplace else.
I don't know. I'm having like a big crisis because I honestly thought it was like libs that were doing it.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. No, I did it. Yep, imagine if there was a liberal admitting to that. They'd be trying to overthrow the election for some idiot saying that. But I guess at least she's honest, right? Crazy Trump supporters. Next up, oh God, look at these fucking titty babies. This guy throwing a fucking tantrum in a store because he was asked to wear a mask. There's no audio on this, I guess, but yeah. That's a lot of money there, motherfucker. I hope you got a good job to pay for all that. Another $15, another $15, $20, $30. Yeah, another $40, $50. Yeah. Keep it up. Keep it up. And just look at him. Motherfucker, what is your problem? I don't want to wear no mask. Love it. Love to see these fucking Karens suffer. Cry more noobs. And Trump supporters are cracking up, dudes. Have you guys seen this one? It's got 6.3 million views. I'm sure they've already found out who this guy is. He's probably got fired already. I don't know. I hadn't found out. But I guess he's mad at this woman. He got to get his truck and run up to her and then repeatedly tell her that she's in his face. Because irony's dead.
Get the fuck out of here. You're 40.
You're just a kid. If you weren't a kid, you know what? I'm going to knock that phone out of your hand.
More gravy seals, WO white guys in their chat. They just want to hurt people so bad. They're so angry. Why are you so angry, white America? Society was literally created for you. You fucking titty babies.
Mad? Your daddy didn't win. Are you mad?
Oh, just sit back and relax, you dumbass.
Bye.
Sit back and relax.
I am, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. I wish you were 18. I'd fucking remove your hand.
Bitch. I am
Touch
19,
me.
bitch.
Touch me. Touch
no,
me.
Sweetheart.
Touch me.
You're not worth it.
Touch me.
So tough.
You're not worth it.
Touch me.
You're not worth
fucking
it, baby.
touch me.
You're not worth it, baby.
Touch me. Touch me. I dare you. I'll remove your fucking
Look at
head.
that. That's provoking. Look at
You know
that.
what? You're in my face. You're in my fucking
Literally got out of your car, your truck, and walked right up to her.
face. You better back off.
Yeah, okay.
Look at this little dyke.
Oh, I get more pussy than you, motherfucker.
I love
get
her.
so much more pussy than you.
She does, too.
You know what? Put your fucking hand on me.
Did I?
Put your fucking hand on me.
Yeah? Have another one. Are you mad?
Yep.
Let's
He's furious.
see your plate real
Seething.
quick.
Yeah, let's see his plate.
Get behind it. Please, get behind it. Get behind
LSH T64. You're going to try to run over. Don't
Bye,
spit on her.
baby.
You know what you need? You need to be removed from the gene pool because
Now watch, she's about to point out that he's bald, and look at the expression on his face. Like she knows exactly how to hurt him. He is so butthurt by it.
you're too fucking stupid to be alive.
Yeah?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
no hair, sweetie. Oh, baby.
Fucking touch me.
Did you see that? You can see the moment the soul leaves his fucking body. It's so funny.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
no hair, sweetie. Oh, baby.
Touch me. Fucking touch me.
No.
Fucking touch me. Touch me. Fucking touch me.
So mad.
Touch me. Come on. Come on, hard ass. Get that phone out of my fucking face. I'm about this close. I'm about this fucking close.
Trunk, bitch.
I'm
Get
about
back in
this
your fucking
close.
trunk. How old are you?
Hey, shut up.
You shut up.
Shut up.
Who's out here out of this fucking truck? Bye, baby. Bye, baby.
God damn, what a fucking loser. So let's find out who this guy is, because he definitely deserves to be named and shamed. Hilarious. Let's see the remix.
You're in my face. You know what? I'm gonna knock that phone out of your hand.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, now.
Touch me, baby. Touch me.
Can't you see that I am not
Get your hand up.
Pretty funny. All right, let's move on. We got some other crazy chuds to view. So, Coping MAGA, they finally put their site back up. The chuds got it banned off Twitter, but they're back. And this dude from Mississippi wants to secede from the United States because Joe Biden got elected. Instead of being governed by President-elect Joe Biden, he reportedly said on Twitter that Mississippi should secede from the rest of the United States and form its own country. You go, motherfucker. I sort of like this country. I want to stick with it. So you fuck off. We're good. I'm sure he wants to go back to the good old days, quote unquote, of the Confederacy. But nope, we're well past that, motherfucker. And, oh yeah, did you guys see the John Voight? Creepy old actor John Voight definitely knows the fuss going on. Let's have a look. Let's make it big.
My fellow Americans.
Nope.
I stand here.
You're sitting.
With all that feel as I do, disgusted with this lie that Biden has been chosen. As if we all don't know the truth.
No, we do.
And when one tries to deceive, we know that one can't get away with it. There will be a price to pay. The ones who are jumping for joy now are jumping toward the horror they will be in for, because I know that the promises being made from the left to the American people will never come to be. My friends of all colors, races, and religions, this is now our greatest fight since the Civil War. The battle of righteousness versus Satan. Yes, Satan. Because these leftists are evil, corrupt, and they want to tear down this nation. We must not allow this. We must fight this corruption that has taken over and fight for the good that seems lost. Know that one can't get away with it. There will be a price to pay. The ones who are jumping for joy now are jumping toward the horror they will be in for, because I know that the promises being made from the left to the American people will never come to be. My friends of all colors, races, and religions, this is now our greatest fight since the Civil War. The battle of righteousness.
Already played that? Let's just skip past that. I can't tell because the cats were jumping all the fucking around. I got distracted. And next up, here's one from Sophane. Oh, yeah. This is Kyle Rittenhouse's mama. You know Kyle Rittenhouse. He decided to interject himself for no fucking reason to protect a business he had nothing to fucking do with. Ended up killing 2 people. Here's his creepy-ass mama.
You saw the Joe Biden for President campaign smear your son as a white supremacist. What was your reaction?
How dare him do that to my son? That's my son that he did that to. And I'm not going to back down from him.
God damn it.
He is not a white supremacist. He's not a racist. He's my son, and I know him. That. And he is none of that, what Joe Biden said.
Fucking Joe Biden.
So there's no, as far as I know, and we looked today, but I don't think there's any evidence at all that that's true.
No evidence. Joe Biden gonna get sued by Kyle Rittenhouse's creepy inbred mama. Psh, wouldn't want to be you right now, Joe Biden. With your presidential ass. And, oh God, White dudes, I agree with Christianity, right? White dudes need some sort of collective wellness check. And all I can say is not it. This is a grown-ass man who made this video and uploaded it himself.
Are you all seeing the Trump tweets?
Yes.
Check out the Trump tweets. He's saying there's evidence. Oh my God, it's gonna be released. Yo, we won. Yo, oh my God. They're gonna be so mad. They're gonna be so fucking mad, you guys. Yo, they're gonna be like fascists. It's the fascism. Yo, they're gonna be so fucking mad. Yo, we won, motherfucker. We motherfucking won, yo. We won that shit. President Trump won that shit. 4 more motherfucking years. 4 more motherfucking years. Yo.
Yeah, that dude's gonna OD on copium. No, dude, don't do it. It's a deadly drug. Actually, do it. OD on it. You seem like you kind of deserve to OD on it a little bit. And next up on Chud, watch. Here's one from Brian Tashman. Oh, God. Speaking of copium, folks, Trump is so close to winning. This is hilarious, folks. This is the #1 cable news organization in America. This is news to them.
Turbulence, obviously, but there's a sneaking suspicion, me and a lot of Americans, that Joe Biden was installed somehow, some way. I can't prove this allegation, but it's a gut feeling. But that's why you do these kind of...
Yeah, I don't have any evidence for what I'm saying at all, but it's a gut feeling. This is news. This is how the news works. You can just say your gut feeling's not evidence, and that's cool, isn't it? No, not really, dude. Not really. And Tim Pool, I'm starting to think Tim Pool is not principled at all. Remember when he was debating Sam Cedar and he was telling us about what makes somebody a supervillain in movies? And spoiler alert, it's him.
It may be the sad reality. There's no real solution. The only solution is herd immunity. I know I can already hear them saying, but that means people will die, Tim. I know.
Fuck them.
But if more people die because of a lockdown, then what do we do? In some instances, you have no choice but to be a utilitarian.
But I'll tell you something you're not going to want to hear, and I admit I'll call it dickish. Utilitarianism is typically the villain in most movies.
Get out.
I don't care.
I don't care.
Are we the baddies?
Are we the baddies? Yes, you are the baddies. You are the baddies, Tim Pool. You have no fucking moral compass whatsoever. You'll say anything to make money, won't you? And speaking of Tim Pool, I don't know who was making these videos, but I do know they are a genius and a god among men. Let's have a look.
I think Kamala and Biden might be throwaway candidates. They know they're going to get steamrolled in the election. I really don't see the Democrats winning this. I think it's fair to say Trump's going to win re-election. I think Trump might have a massive, massive victory, which shocks I think we're looking at a Trump victory, man. Trump 2020 landslide. I wouldn't be surprised at all if Trump had a 49-state landslide. I think we could see a 49-state landslide. We may see a 49-state landslide. I think we might be seeing a 49-state landslide. That'd be amazing. We may be looking at a Mondale Reagan type scenario where Trump landslides 49 states. No amount of mail-in ballots. We all know Joe Biden will lose. Like, let's be, as I've said it 1,000,001 times, Donald Trump's going to win.
Strike and 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 strike until you have victory. For every enemy that is aligned with you.
Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Could you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know.
If I lose to him, I don't know what I'm going to do. I will never speak to you again. You'll never see me.
I know I've let you down. I've been a fool to myself. I thought that I could live for no one else.
Jesus said, take this
This is my blood and pain. It's time for me to respect.
The media said what? The media said Joe Biden's president.
So with sadness in my heart, feel the best thing I could do is end it all and live What's done is done, it feels so bad. Once was happy, now it's sad. I'll never love again.
Yep, I need more drugs for that. I'm telling you what, that's an acid trip right there waiting to happen. Bad acid trip. But art! Genius. And speaking of Tim Pool, had Alex Jones on his show, and turns out Alex Jones is a big fan of Tim Pool. Who is shocked? Raise your hand.
I like Tim Pool. I watch him all the time. I listen to him. He's a smart guy. He's
smart.
a liberal that's kind of woken up.
Yeah.
I went to his house. Great people. Had an amazing time for almost 4 hours.
Really? And what did you talk about while you were at Tim Pool's house? You didn't say anything insane that might be misconstrued as violent, did you?
And Gates and Obama.
Let me restart it.
Fauci and Gates and Obama 5 years ago had illegal North Carolina, Chapel Hill, biological testing, airborne, gain of function, chimera, bat, COVID-19. They even call it COVID-19. They even call it COVID-19. COVID-19 2 years ago. And they develop it, then it leaks out of this lab, and the very people then that are running these
No, okay, we got it.
In North Carolina?
You said Gates? Bill Gates?
Yes.
See, this is where
Microsoft just patented basically a pill that you can swallow that measures your body's heat.
What's the source on that?
Bitcoin.com, Microsoft cryptocurrency system. It's called the Internet of Bodies.
Bitcoin.com.
It tracks your every movement by satellite to make sure you follow the orders.
And it pays you cryptocurrency.
Look up New Scientist. New Scientist was North Carolina studying dangerous gain of function bat coronavirus. And it's the exact virus that they then moved to China because it was illegal to test it here. I've already had, you got to have
I can't find this one.
The headline's Lab-Made Coronavirus Triggers Debate from the-scientist.com.
So this is okay. It is November 16, 2015. This is about
what?
This is from a certified NewsGuard website that is green across the board.
I just think it should be a firing squad. I agree with Bill Gates.
No, you can't say that.
But
man.
here's the thing. Bill Gates
just
says
did.
you'll get rid of all.
Do you like Apple that much?
Not being sarcastic.
Yeah, firing squad for Bill Gates. Let's just kill them all. Awesome people you're letting on your show there, Tim Pool. But, you know, it's all about the money. Shameless, soulless fucking grifters. And, Ian Mouse Chud, really worried. I don't think there were non-binary people back in the 1980s Call of Duty. So apparently the new Call of Duty game is set back in the 1980s. And you can be non-binary. And oh my God, it's too unrealistic for Ian Mouse Chud. I mean, sure, you can get shot in the face with a shotgun and heal pretty instantly in that game. But non-binary is a step too far for the realism for Ian Mouse Chud. God damn it. NBs, you're ruining everything. And folks, God damn it, they're beyond parodies. So here's Kayleigh McKenna, who is literally the White House spokesperson, saying that if they want an answer to the question that they asked, they'll have to ask the White House.
A Republican, he said, listen, give Joe Biden the presidential daily brief. After all, Senator Harris she's on the Intel committee. She's getting, she has high-level security access. Has the president considered that?
I haven't spoken to the president about that. That would be a question more for the White House, but I will say that...
That would be a question more for the White House! You're literally the White House spokesperson! That's like if you guys ask me a question I want to answer, and I'm like, you know what? That's a question you should ask Dusty. I don't know. Ask Dusty! You are Dusty, motherfucker! What's wrong with you? God damn it, they have no respect for the American people, but they shouldn't. Like, you shouldn't have any respect for Trump supporters, and they don't. It's pretty fucking obvious, and it's just jokes, folks, until it's not. Here's Cassandra Fairbanks. My draft tweets would have Pinochet telling me to chill the fuck out. I think Pinochet isn't that the guy that used to throw people out of helicopters and shit. And then she says, I would vote for a fascist at this point or support their hostile takeover. Either way, yeah, no shit. No shit. All of you motherfuckers would. You are fascist. You want a dictator. You don't care about American democracy. You are traitors to the fucking country. We already know, but thank you for saying the quiet part out loud. And I'm starting to suspect that Elon Musk, not really a genius. So how it started, you might remember, back, I think he said this in March. Based on current trends, probably close to 0 new cases of coronavirus in the U.S. by the end of April. That's right, it's going to be gone by the end of April, says genius Elon Musk. And yeah, he got the Rona, folks. He got the Rona. Elon Musk tests positive for COVID-19 because the test's bogus. So bogus. I can't believe that some of the tests that I had COVID and some of them they don't. It's so bogus. But yeah, dude. This doctor explained it to you perfectly, okay? Rapid antigen test trade sensitivity for speed. They return a result in 30 minutes, but can only detect COVID-19 when you're absolutely riddled with it. What's bogus is that Space Karen did read the up on the test before complaining to his millions of followers about it. And so Space Karen started trending on Twitter. Best day fucking ever. Space Karen! Yep. Totally fits. I love it. Made my week. Elon Musk shall forever be called Space Karen. And folks, we're about to go into some overtime. Are you ready for some overtime? Overtime for everybody. Hell yeah, we're going to roll through this. Next up on the Chud Watch. Might even do another hour. We'll see how long it takes us. And oh my, this is what I was thinking about before, folks. Holy shit. Talking about copium, folks. Look how desperate they are to pretend like Trump still has a chance to get the presidency.
The official count in Georgia, Arizona, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania. And remember, Shannon, there's less than 30,000 votes in Georgia and Arizona dividing Biden and Trump. And if those two states turn, if they do, then the Supreme Court could make the decision on Pennsylvania, and then Trump is president. So I don't know how it's going to turn out.
Yeah, folks, all we have to do is overturn 30,000 votes in those two states, and then get the Supreme Court to overturn Pennsylvania for some reason, and then Trump's president. Yeah. Look how easy it is for this to happen. And don't forget, folks, if California has the big one and falls into the ocean, and then King Kong destroys New York, boom! You can't count those electoral votes. Fucking Trump's in. And what if Mothra comes in and destroys the West Coast? Trump's a shoo-in, folks. It's all happening. It's all happening. They love to be lied to, folks. They just want to believe so heavily. It's over. Deal with it. Accept it. Accept it. You'll feel better. And Fox News, folks. They're hilarious.
Pro-Trump rallies are planned in Washington, D.C. today. The demonstrations are in support of the president's effort to reveal voter fraud and count all the legal votes. Women for Trump supporters will march to the Supreme Court, urging President Trump not to concede. So far, state election officials have not reported serious irregularities with the vote that would affect the outcome of the race. That was in the teleprompter. I read it. I don't even know if I agree with it, but that happens sometimes.
But it's literally true. They literally said there's no voter fraud. It doesn't matter if you agree with it or not. But they got to hedge their bets. They don't want people to get mad at them. My cat is over there scratching furiously at the mirror. Pretty boy, you are so pretty. Why you got to scratch the mirror like that? That is disturbing to my show. But you do what you got to do, boy. If you got to scratch the mirror, you have fun over there with that mirror. And Ludobs! Pretty boy! Hey! Pretty boy! Stop doing that! Please! Alright, he ain't listening to me. Turns out that cats don't listen when you yell at them. Ludobs saying, hey! Trump should just say, and the Republicans should just say, hey, we don't accept these elections. You know? Do-over! Redo! They're children, folks.
We all lived through this. We all know this.
Yes.
You know, the president doesn't want a statue erected to him. What he wants is a free and fair election and honest results, and it's being denied to him. And we all know that.
So,
it is outrageous. And what I would, if I may,
What I'd like to know is what in the hell is the Republican Party doing to defend and to, I mean, why not just say we're not going to accept the results of this election? It's outrageous.
Yeah, why not just say, hey, we don't care who the American people voted for. We don't accept it. Yeah, fuck democracy, right? Who cares? Let's just install a dictator. Cool, cool, cool. Everybody on board with that? But they are. That's the sad part. And beyond parody, folks. Cancel Fox. Don't watch it. Delete its apps. Don't click their links. Fox is a Trojan horse for liberals. Yeah, isn't it? Isn't Fox so liberal? They are suppressing our democracy. Yeah, it's Fox that's suppressing democracy, isn't it? They are disenfranchising us. Do not encourage it. Cancel Fox completely. No Tucker, no Hannity, no Laura. These people work for Marxists. Oh my goddamn hell, folks. You know, famous Marxist mouthpiece, Fox News. Definitely reality these people are living in. And this is so good. It's so good. If you ever needed more proof what hypocrites Fox News are, this should do it for you.
Democrats are being
kind of rich. You know what? Sounds sore loserish.
Does it? Does it sound a little bit sore loserish? Nah. But we do it, folks. It's different. It's totally different. Shh, don't pay attention to that. And Fox is now radical neoliberal, says OAN, and you can trust them.
Will have a second term. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris know they lost. The media know they lost. The entire Democrat Party knows they lost. They also know they're going to lose at the Supreme Court. They are literally trying to take the White House by manipulation and the force of the media.
By the votes of the people? Yeah, I agree with that.
The media is their lapdog puppet, prostituting themselves out in order to ingratiate themselves if Biden actually assumes power. Radical left media outlets like Fox News,
News. Radical left Fox News.
Despise and humiliate any Trump supporters in order to intimidate us into submission. It's not going to work.
Totally real life, folks. This life is a parody. It has to be. This world cannot be goddamn real. I don't believe it. There's just no fucking way. And Kimberly, Clackick? Is that her name? Republican congressional nominee. Trump is still the president. Let's see the genius shit she has to say. They got 3.8 million views.
Hey guys, I just wanted to do a little video real quick.
Cool.
I am so frustrated. So in the state of Maryland, we are now adding more restrictions once again because of COVID. This is not leadership, okay? The governor should have said, you know what it's time for? A little personal responsibility. Okay? If masks works, if social distancing works, if standing 6 feet apart from somebody in a store works, then you shouldn't have to have more restrictions and crowd
control. It's because you're not doing it. It's because you're not living up to your personal responsibility to do it. That's why. If you actually took personal responsibility to do it, they wouldn't have to do these restrictions. The fact that you don't fucking take the personal responsibility is sort of the whole thing. What is wrong with you? All right, that's all I wanted to say to her. No reason to listen to the other stupid shit she's spewing out of her mouth, diarrhea-like. And yep, people are unhinged, just outright want to see violence and suffering. So don't lose faith. The Supreme Court will speak. Yeah, we're still in the Supreme Court. Don't worry, guys. Yes. So Pennsylvania just ignored the Supreme Court. Yes. So here's what they said on Twitter. Treason! I want to see public executions. I'd be content knowing they're occurring. You've seen hundreds of dead bodies. You've seen them all. Nah, each one will be special. Not really. Nah, I want to see each and every hanging because I'm not letting them pull a Bin Laden and claim they did it. I want to see them get dropped on the rope. I want to see them struggle until they're gone. So I know for sure these traitors have been executed. That's why executions have to be public. So you know they're not working with the enemy. Based. It would be an honor to partake in carrying it out. Yeah. Definitely not psycho at all. It's the liberals. It's the left that's violent, isn't it, folks? Definitely. And that's all my Chud Watch. We in overtime. I'm going to try to finish up most of my show here, folks. That's what I got. I got a little bit of Trump's your president, just a little bit. A little bit of what the fuck. One hero, a little bit of bad cops. Let's go ahead and do some overtime, finish this shit up. First, let me read the chats, what you guys got to say. See if I have any more super chats. Super chat, super chat. Glad Kelsey's home. Kitty Mayhem donation, appreciate it. Cats are assholes, but I love them. Space Martian, $2. That bald loser. I get more pleasure than you, Ella. I know, I love her. Classic, she nailed him. Max Carter, great show. Trump crazies are out of control. Hell yeah, the show writes itself. Joseph Levine, $5. Thank you for helping to expose these fascists. Continue to fight the good fight. I will. I'm just getting started. Appreciate that, Joseph. DJ Ruck, longtime fan, being from Mississippi. Thoughts on John Brown? Have you seen, read Good Lord Bird? Thoughts? Yeah, I watched the first 7 episodes of that, and then I was curious on what the fuck was going to happen, so I went to Wikipedia, and I read about what happened, and it ruined the fucking show. Clearly, he was, obviously he was trying to do the right thing. He was trying to end slavery, and he was trying to get the slaves to rise up and fight back. But his plan was batshit crazy because he was a religious loon, basically, and it didn't really work out for him very well. Got a lot of really good people killed, including all his kids. So, yeah, not amazing. Could have done better. Good show, though. Kyle Rap 777, you read my super chat twice, so now we square. Cool. I'll take your 777. Thank you, Kyle Rap. January 20th can't come soon enough, says Lisa for Truth. I know, right? Gonna be interesting to see what happens before then, though. 499, Proud Boys going down. Down. Proud Boys going down. I hope so. All right, that's all the super chats. Small super chats, please. Gonna go ahead and roll through the rest of the show. Little overtime for you folks because it's still happening. Unfortunately, it's still happening. Where the fuck is there it goes? Trump show president. He's the president. He's the well, still, but not for too much longer. Another month or so. We'll finally get over this national embarrassment, hopefully. And looks like things are going well. He freaking out. He only won in the eyes of the fake news media. I can see nothing. We have a long way to go. This was a rigged election. We will win. I won the election. So, yep. Going crazy. Our president. Exactly what you would expect. Carrying it out. Yes, officer. They won't stop counting. That's how it's supposed to work in a democracy, Karen Trump. Get the fuck over it. Build a bridge. Get the fuck over it. And, good Lord. Hard to believe this is real life. But, yeah. This pretty much sums up what's going on with Trump right now. He's a fucking 3-year-old.
Sir, we have to get going.
What?
We have to get going, sir.
I don't want to go.
I know, but it's time to go.
I don't want to go.
It's time to go.
I don't want to
Sir,
go.
it's time to go.
I don't want to go.
Come on.
I don't want to go.
I know you're having fun, but it's time to go. Come on, let's go.
Yep, whiny, crying titty baby. Everything that conservatives pretend they hate, but they actually love the guy because they're full of fucking shit. And he's President Emo. Here's Geraldo talking about Trump, folks.
Field is very uneven where it comes to when it concerns the president himself. He's very frustrated. He's flustered. He's disillusioned, but he's also realistic. You mentioned.
Yeah, aren't you the same people that for the last 4 years have said "fuck your feelings"? Facts don't care about your feelings. Now you're gonna fucking push for this emo goddamn president. Get over it, Trump. You lost, motherfucker. Hopefully going to jail and definitely embarrassing. But pretty funny too. The Trump campaign has eliminated its voter fraud hotline after it was flooded with prank calls. I played you guys this on the last show. But yeah, it's gone. Didn't find any fucking voter fraud, but found a lot of shade, which is pretty fucking hilarious. And folks, this is the head of Trump's legal team to overthrow the election.
You start doing ballots like this. You start doing ballots like this.
Yep. So I'm real worried about it, folks. I'm real worried that he's going to overturn the election with his amazing geniuses he has in charge of his legal team. And analysis, the government coronavirus response now officially a failure by its own measure. So you might remember that Trump said, hey, if we do a good job, there will be between 100,000 and 240,000 deaths. As cases mounted and localities began shutting down economic activity to contain the virus spread, the White House Coronavirus Task Force suddenly took a new approach. It rolled out recommendations aimed at curtailing the rampant spread of the virus, citing data suggesting that without intervention, between 1.5 million and 2.2 million people might die. With an effort at intervention, the toll might be somewhere between 100,000 and 240,000. For a while, this was Trump's benchmark for success. Models predict between 1.5 million and 2.2 million U.S. deaths. If there was no mitigation, it could have been higher than that, and between 100,000 to 240,000 deaths with mitigation, he said in mid-April. It's looking like we will come far under even the lowest numbers. Yes, spoiler alert, we're at 245,000 deaths right now, so even by his own numbers, he's done a shitty job. But of course, they'll just lie and they'll claim, oh, the numbers are exaggerated. We're actually way below that. So nothing they say matters. Nobody ever holds them accountable for it anyway. So what the fuck's it matter? And how it started. This is what Trump is like. No loyalty whatsoever. You have to have undying loyalty for him. But if you do one thing he doesn't like, he'll throw you on the bus in a fucking heartbeat. Brad Raffensperger will be a fantastic Secretary of State for Georgia. We'll work closely with Brian Kemp. It is really important that you get out and vote for Brad. Early voting. And now he's like, Georgia Secretary of State, a so-called Republican rhino. Did you stump for him? Now he's a rhino? Won't let the people check in the ballot see the signatures for fraud. Why? Because you lying, that's why. Without this, the whole process is very unfair and close to meaningless. Everyone knows that we won the state. Nope, nobody knows that except for people that are lying to themselves. But yeah, throw him under the bus, Trump. That's what you do best. And Kumail Nanjiani? I don't know how you pronounce it. I know they do, though. I like this dude. I don't know how you pronounce his name, but he got ripped because he's in a superhero movie. But anyway, here's the final count, folks. Joe Biden got 306 electoral votes, or he's going to once they certify them, and Donald Trump got 232. Keep this in mind because that's exactly what Trump got in the first election that he called a landslide. Somehow I doubt he's going to feel the same way about this now that Joe Biden got that same exact number.
Every week it's another excuse. We had a massive landslide victory, as you know, in the Electoral College. I guess the final numbers are now at 306. Every week.
Yeah, landslide! So you heard it there, folks. Trump admits Biden got a landslide and shot chaser. Trump in a nutshell. If you want your 401ks and stocks, which are close to an all-time high, NASDAQ is already there, to disintegrate and disappear, both the radical left do-nothing Democrats and corrupt Joe Biden, massive tax hikes. They will make you very poor fast, except for, breaking the Dow Industrial Average closes at an all-time high. So where you at, Trump? What you got to say now, motherfucker? Nothing. Ain't got shit to say. Not that that's even a good indicator of the fucking stock market or the health of the financial situation of the American people, but, you know. And now it's time for some what the fuck. Let's roll through that shit, because what the fuck graphics. Yeah, I got a couple what the fucks for you guys today. Literally 10 minutes apart. So here is WWE wrestler Zelina Vega. I don't watch wrestling anymore, but apparently she's a human being that exists in the universe, and she says, I support unionization. Oh, no, you didn't. This is not going to go well. 10 minutes later, WWE has come to terms on the release of Zelina Vega. We wish her all the best in our future endeavors. Yeah. Didn't see that coming. Now, I'm sure, probably they released her before she put that tweet out, and then they tweeted this. I'm sure probably that's what happened. But it's still funny anyway to pretend like she said that and then immediately got fired, because that's exactly what you would expect the WWE to do, because they're fucking pieces of shit, right? And here's some sad shit, folks. Fucking assholes evicting people. Apparently they evicted her not because she didn't pay the rent, but because that she was a victim of domestic violence. And this landlord, she's about to use gay slurs and shit because she's a real piece of work, is going to kick her out because I guess there was too much drama from her being domestically abused.
Do you pay the rent here? Do you pay any bills here?
Do you pay the rent? Our buddy does. Yeah, our buddy owns this building. Who's your buddy? Your buddy doesn't mean you do. And why are you yelling at me?
Do. Get off the property. The police are coming.
Why are you evicting someone in a pandemic?
Because it has nothing to do with finances. It has nothing to do with financial. You have no idea. Why are you trying to defend somebody when you don't know anything about it?
Why are you evicting someone in a
Be a
pandemic?
productive member of society, someone else would suffer because of that.
She just said it had nothing to do with finances.
It
That
doesn't.
means-
It has
she is a
nothing.
productive member of society.
It has nothing to do
If it
with
has nothing
finances.
to do with finances, that means she's
And
paying her
if you
rent.
guys really wanted to make an
So what is your
informed
argument?
decision, you didn't come ask any questions before you showed up
Why
with
should
your
we
cameras.
ask you any questions? You called us a
We
dumbass.
just saw a
You called-
freaking
you
mob
called me
come
the
up
party.
all of a sudden
You
when
called
I'm
us a
trying to
dumbass.
Okay, Mr. Antifa fact. You need to
Whoa,
go.
what did you say?
Whoa, what did you say? She's not gonna repeat it though. Not gonna repeat it, you fucking coward.
You need to go. Mr. Antifa?
Yeah, what'd you say?
No,
What was the
after
second word
that-
you
after
said?
It doesn't.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, we got it.
Honey. Oh, honey.
What do your little videos do though?
Yeah, what do they do? They name and shame your asses. It's exactly what they're fucking doing. So sad. And had some heroes out here trying to protest the eviction of these people.
She's vulnerable to coronavirus and she doesn't have a place to sleep tonight.
Yeah, you fucking thugs. Pieces of shit.
You guys need to step out the way. We're serving
I should have put this in the hero section. Because got some heroes out here that are fighting to try to help these people. But now the thug-ass cops can't have it. Fucking trash-ass country. Fuck this goddamn country. Seriously, there are more empty houses out there than fucking homeless people. But who gives a shit, right? Capitalism. And oh my god, this is definitely belongs in the what the fuck section. So so this woman is hit and running people all over the place. And the reason that she's given that she's doing this is she's screaming that her grandma is mean. How mean can your grandma be? What the fuck did your grandma have to do with any of this? I don't know. I got questions, but let's watch.
This is a hit and run. Hit and run. Hit my car. Double felony. Get out of the vehicle. This is the last chance.
I already ran. You guys don't understand how mean my grandma is. You really don't understand.
Her grandma must be terrifying.
I pulled over. You don't understand.
You don't understand. Her grandma's mean, dude. I don't understand. She's right.
Please move your car, please, sir.
You need to get out of the vehicle and do what's right. You need to get out of the vehicle. I have video documentation. Where are the police? Are you kidding me? You almost hit me.
She's sorry, dude. Her grandma's really mean. What do you expect? You never met her grandma. I don't want to meet her grandma. She sounds like a fucking nightmare. What is going on? And next up on What the Fuck to finish this out. Yeah, I know. She on drugs. I know. Crazy ass shit. And I don't think this dude knew he was live, but it's funny.
Has some new reporting on something that we talked about at the top of the hour, how the Trump administration is handling the transition with the incoming Biden team, or not handling it, we should say, to a certain extent. This time, it involves our intelligence community. Ken, what have you learned, sir? Oh, shit. Fuck.
Okay. Somebody says that video old. I have no idea. It's new to me, so that's all I know. And next up, we got a hero section, a very small hero section. I wish it could be bigger, but it ain't. But we could be heroes for just one day. And first off, on the hero section, your attention, please. This motherfucker nails it. He's telling you straight up, no lies detected.
All right, so I'm seeing a lot of Trump supporters on TikTok taking down their Trump flags and saying, let's go back to normal, and why aren't any of the Republicans rioting in the streets, like Democrats would have if Trump got another 4 years. First problem, the fact that you said, let's go back to normal tells me that you knew exactly what you were doing. You felt emboldened and protected by the president to behave the way you did, and now that he's not getting another 4 years, you now know that you shouldn't have acted the way you did, but you did it anyway. Secondly, the reason why you're not protesting and rioting in the streets about Biden winning is because you never had to. Biden and his administration never presented any policies that were direct threat to your existence. Your life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness was never on the chopping block, and you know it. You behaved the way you did because your president allowed you to. And now that the tone and the temperature in the country is changing, you know you have to change with it. By default admitting that you were fucking trash. But from the bottom of my ball sack, fuck you.
From the bottom of my ball sack, fuck you. Preach! Preach! Love that, dude. And next up, on the hero section, off you go. And yeah, look at this badass motherfucker here. Watch this. Let me see if I can... Hang on, let me pause it. Let me rewind it. Let me enlarge it. So, these two guys were in some kind of struggle. And this other motherfucker want to come up and jump in and tries to fly and kick this guy. He steps back, grabs the guy by his leg, slings him out to the side. Look at this smooth ass motherfucker. He's like, oh, no, whoop. Not having it. One more time. Saw that shit coming. Yep, take this motherfucker. Love it. Amazing. And that's all my hero section. Wish it could be bigger. And I got, what? 2 cops, 2 bad cops. Because bad cops. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they beat the shit out of you? And on the bad cop section. Oh, yeah. Alex Jones used to talk about this shit all the time. Agent provocateurs. But now he's all like thin blue line. He's on the cop side now. But this is what they do, folks. Dressing like Antifa, standing around, hey, you guys want to go commit some crimes? And they're like, fuck off, cop. And then eventually they harass him enough where he shows them his badge. Proves that what they thought all along is true. He's just an agent provocateur.
You Antifa? You Antifa? That's what I look like. You Antifa? You just hanging out?
Just hanging out.
You just hanging out?
Hanging out.
I live right here. We don't like motherfuckers like you around here. Like little fucking assholes that look like they want to start a fight. Yeah, live right here. You know, there's a bunch of us who live right here. We're not taking your shit. So I don't know where you're from, but we don't want you right here.
Yeah. Cop,
right,
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Duh. We know it, you fucking agent provocateur. Narc ass motherfucker. Move along. And you guys hear about this one? Arkansas police chief resigns over protests declaring death to all Democrats. How you gonna reform this shit, folks? How you gonna reform this shit? This is the fucking police chief in Arkansas. Every patriotic American should work overtime to totally destroy the Democratic Party. Fuck these bastards. Show no mercy to them and all who follow them. Smash the homes and property. Smash the pathetic lives. Run them out of this country. When this is over and Trump is president for 4 more years, do not go to sleep. Do not forget what these Marxist Democrat bastards have tried to do. When you see one in public, get in their face. Do not give them any peace. Throw water on them at restaurants. Push them off of sidewalks. Never let them forget they are traitors and have no right to live in this republic after what they have done. The only way to eliminate fraud is to eliminate the fraudsters. Let the new patriot movement in NMP begin. We are literally refighting the Revolutionary War. Death to all Marxist Democrats. Take no prisoners, leave no survivors. Fucking police chief, dude. Terrifying. These people have so much power over us. Defund the goddamn police. Please, stat. And last chance to get into your super chats if you want to, if you're able. We're going to finish it up with one more palate cleanser. And this is the cutest dog I've seen all fucking week. Prepare to have your heart melt. Oh my fucking God, dude. Oh my fucking God. Oh my fucking God. Oh my fucking God. Let's look one more time. Big. Look how cute this little motherfucker is. This world don't deserve dogs. They too good for us, folks. They too good for us. And that's my material, folks. Did about an extra 30 minutes just for you, because I love you guys so much. And let me check the chat, see what you guys are saying before we finish up here. Great show, Dusty. I know you ain't ever lied. Appreciate it, though. Thank you, man. Marxist, LOL. I know, right? They just repeat whatever the fuck they hear. Better than WWE, I know, right? Dude's got some moves. He's handsome. Yeah, dude's good looking. I admit it. Preach love. Yep, that dude ain't never lied. Graphics, always with the graphics. Spent some big ass money on that. Drugs or a mental disorder. Yeah, definitely got some problems. Don't know which it is, but I feel bad for. And all right, let's finish it up with some super chats. We got a $20 very generous from Ronnie Max. Thank you, Ronnie. You're amazing. First generation here. My most memorable week in 20 years of the USA. I always said to Europeans, Americans are generally great people. Crazy, but great people. Thank you. Yeah, except for the 71 million that voted for Trump. Rest of us are pretty cool. Thank you, Ronnie Max. You're a hero. And Joseph Levine, first time catching a live show. It's been fun for the kiddies. I appreciate it. Come join us more often. We do this every Monday and Friday, 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern, 1 a.m. GMT. Try to do 2 shows a week. And glad Cassell Mayhem donation. Appreciate that. All right, that is all the super chats. Let me look at the other chat over here. I didn't even look at this one yet. Stay safe. Will do. Good night, everyone. Good night to you. Great show, Dusty. Appreciate it, Moki. Swing and a miss. Yep. I can't go back to prison. Yep. Fuck this country. Agreed. It's definitely trash a lot of times, but what you gonna do? Love you all. Trans love. Yep. Trans roots. Hell yeah. All right, folks. I will be back on Friday. Hopefully you guys will join me. As always, if you want to support the show, please consider supporting me on Patreon. Patreon.com/Codcast. There's a link in the description of the video. Also a link in the description of the video where you can send direct tips through PayPal. And there is a link to my Animal Sanctuary Amazon wish list if you guys want to send gifts to the animals. I think next Friday we're going to do an unboxing. So if you want to get your present in for the unboxing Friday, be sure to order these little bastards some gifts before then and spoil the shit out of them. I appreciate it. There's also a link in the description of the video to my personal P.O. box. If you guys want to send me shit, I will unbox it live on air. So folks, I'll be back Friday. Love the shit out of you. Thanks for joining me tonight. I will see you soon. As always, till next time, trans rights, fuck the police, fuck God, fuck Trump, and logic. Fuck yes. Good night, everybody. Thanks a lot, dudes. Guys, ready for the... This fucking microphone is awesome. You touch a button, it turns off. It's cool as shit. All right. Thank you, Sleepy Lights, for the $2 donation. Very generous of you. See you next Friday.